All right, guys. Now, I know you're excited and you expect us to talk about all this Kamen Rider My-th news that's been happening the past couple weeks, but too bad. We got 2 episodes of Zeztz to talk about. We got 2 episodes of Omegahorn to talk about. We don't have fucking time to do news because Emily's tired as shit, and we'd be here for 4 fucking hours, and nobody wants that. So
it's not because of me, I swear.
No, it's not because of you.
I kind of want that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind either, but I just feel for the benefit of everyone's sanity. Plus, extra content. So.
Is it?
We're bringing we're bringing extra of Castranger back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, everyone's excited. Everyone's actually really hyped for that.
I mean, technically, it's not more content. It's just separated.
Yeah.
Whatever, Ichi.
I have henching into Captain Bringdown.
Is he anything like Captain Two Pants?
Maybe.
In some ways.
Get a roll call.
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Perfect! Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Hopping from show to show. Pink Caster, Froggy Alley.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014. Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 594. It's episode. Best Pokemon.
No one can pronounce
1993.
No one can pronounce that name.
You're welcome for the Jello Apocalypse joke.
Did somebody just say best Pokemon?
I was joking.
Okay, good. Because I was just about to say that if you said that was the best Pokemon, we were gonna be over.
Listen, someone out there in the world, favorite Pokemon is Alomomola.
No. Hear me out. Decker makes a really good point. Why was Alomomola not an evolution of Lobdisk?
That's what everyone keeps saying, and no one's given me an answer yet.
This makes me so viscerally upset.
No, wait. Okay, Ichi, we really need to do that stream where we look at every single Digimon, because what the fuck is that?
I think that's Mombomon, if I remember the name right.
Why is this fish have fucking boxing gloves?
Because, fish are trying to fight back. Yeah, Monbomon, right.
Yeah, no, one of the things me and Ichi really want to do is we want to do a stream where it's just us reacting to every single Digimon design ever, because I'm pretty sure there's some out there that we've never seen before.
Would you like to know what the...
Dude, I want to do that.
Would you like to know what the fuck this thing is? For in terms
audible?
of... Yes?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay, because my headphones freaking broke, so I have to not be on them.
Oh, no.
So hey, Elaine, you want to know what the worst thing about this thing is?
What?
This is what happens when Patamon uses the Digi-Egg of Light.
What?
It turns into that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What? But...
Well, if it uses the Wormmon one, it turns into a Primopule reference. I still can't believe that's real.
But Pegasusmon.
That's the Digi-Egg of Hope.
The
armor evolutions run the full gambit from awesome to fucking stupid. And that's why none of them aired.
I think I just lost a few brain cells from you telling me that.
Cool, you're primed for Castranger then.
Ugh.
No.
Okay, anyways, yeah, it's been 2 weeks, everyone. We're back. Ichi went to Nova Scotia for a week.
I was kidnapped by my family and had to be in a car for a combined 35 plus hours over the course of a week. And
the drive must have been awful.
It was a fucking night. Well, it was fine until we hit the 3 a.m. mark because we didn't stop. We drove. It was a 17-hour drive each way, and we did not stop for the night. We drove straight through. Both times.
Oh my god. Oh, I'd go fucking crazy if I had to drive that long.
It was insanity.
Was the trip fun though?
While I was there, it was chill. I spent some time hanging with the family. Got to hang out with my sister and my niece and my dad and everyone.
Played FF6.
I I, as a Final Fantasy fan, have taken one step closer on my never-ending journey. I have finally beaten Final Fantasy VI for the first time.
Woo!
Everyone keeps saying what a great game that is, and now I kind of understand why. Anyways, this is not the Final Fantasy podcast. But what this is, the Tokusatsu podcast. And on a more relevant note, this week I finally finished Garo, another series of Garo, Goldstorm Show. Weirdly, I didn't like it as much as Yamio Terasmono, even though that's among my least favorite seasons. At least that season had the narrative mystery to it. This season I just finished was kind of just carried by the fact that Decade's actor was the villain.
That's so cool.
Anyway, so yes, this is a double episode special. We're going to be talking about Zeztz 45 and 46, and we will be talking about the first 2 episodes debut of Kakuseihunter Omegahorn.
Which I'm honestly glad that we're doing a double episode, because I feel like the first 2 episodes of Omegahorn really complemented each other. So.
And yes, you're correct. And not only that, but I think these 2 episodes of Zeztz were the perfect episodes to discuss at the same time.
We're really good at that, I noticed.
You say that as if that as if it was a conscious choice and not cosmic luck.
Divine intervention.
It is divine intervention.
For real.
Yes, so normally we would be talking about news first, but because we're about to spend probably a good amount of time talking about these shows already, we are doing a separate extra Castranger episode, which we will be recording tomorrow evening. So
same time.
Yeah. So because all of the Kamen Rider My-th news dropped, a couple trailers, in addition to 2 weeks of other news. So it's going to be a lot to talk about.
Yeah, see, you got to label it as extra Castranger. So
yeah, that was the plan.
Everyone's gonna be like, "What?" Yeah, I told everyone that that we're doing that, and everyone got super excited. They're like, "Yeah!" Like, Blaze made the best joke. He's like, "Extra Castrangers back before GTA 6 is out."
Correct.
Oh my god.
So true.
You're right.
Nope.
I wish.
All right, so anyways, I'm on it.
Oh yeah, sorry. Hold on, I didn't have my buttons ready. I'm not used to doing everything else first. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
That fucking Discord needs permission again.
Good morning,
All right, I just want to clarify something. First of all, because I know Vegas is gonna fucking want to hear this. I was wrong. I thought that them had a real body. I thought she was all. I just want to say, if I was wrong, which I am, that's fine. I just was saying that was a possibility in my theory that she wasn't actually real. She was just a dream entity, but it's not. But what I'm confused about is how the fuck did she just end up back in the real world?
She was always in the real world. She was just being kept by the lady. We'll get into that though.
No, but we just apparently found her just like wandering and shit.
Yes,
and I was like,
for a reason that was actually perfectly explained. And I'm so happy to talk about 46.
Yeah. Anyways, I was wrong, and I'm okay to be wrong. I think it just would have been cooler if she didn't actually exist in the real world. I think she should have just been this like dream entity, and that would have been cool. But anyways,
you heard it here first, folks. Lane wants this woman to not exist. Canceled.
Yeah,
everybody cancel.
That's not real, you guys.
Why did you not want her to exist? Like, did you just think it would be interesting if she was?
No, it's because like she's just always been in dreams, like always. That's all we've ever seen her. So I just feel for plot relevance, I think it just would have been like a cool twist where it's like,
because
maybe I want to wake up, it's real, and then they're like the lady just goes, You're not real.
You never were real.
You were conceived from a human and a nightmare, and you encompassed more of the nightmare part.
Yeah, because like.
So I'm just saying, I think
like we did. I was thinking we did see her outside of Dream World, but then I realized we didn't because the whole first half was a dream.
Well, it was a premonition, it
was a premonition.
But those flashbacks were in the premonition.
Correct. Which means everything
the premonition.
Which means everything that happened in the flashbacks during the premonition did actually happen.
Yes.
So she has always existed.
Anyways, I'm wrong. She's real. I'm happy that she's real. So I just think for my personal thing, it's like I just think it would have been a cooler, like, oh my god, like she's never existed in the real world.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I thought it would be a really good plot point if she had actually just never existed, but I'm happy that she did.
But then what you do is like the end of the series.
Well, but
like
she would exist. She would exist. She would just be a dream entity. Like we know the nightmares.
I mean, like exist like in the real world with a real body.
I agree that it would have been a fascinating plot twist, but then that would have resulted in Baku's pursuing her and trying to. Baku's objective of finding her in the real world and rescuing her would have ended up a fruitless quest. And I really fucking hate it when a main quest objective that has so much time spent on it amounts to fucking nothing. My favorite example of this is in Star Wars Episode 8 when they do the whole code breaker shit and then it ends up completely a wash. And I'm like, well, thanks for wasting all that fucking time.
Should just.
Well, then what if, you know, it happened and then it just ended up kind of like breaking him in a way? Like, oh, my quest was for nothing, and then what do I do now? Or like, how could I make it a reality that she's real?
He doesn't need more of this.
Also, Tara's saying to watch Final Destination because it's like how premonitions work. I don't want to watch Final Destination because those movies terrify the shit out of me because I don't like seeing people fucking die in horrible, grotesque ways. Don't think
I do.
No, no.
Final Destination is a weird. I think I've brought it up before as a weird series for me because it is basically completely encompasses how my anxiety works. And that's why it's so weirdly cathartic to watch.
I think the take Lane just had is so funny considering he's the one who's always like, it's always more interesting when characters die.
I don't like seeing people die.
I'm not saying
that's more for tokusatsu because they don't do death really ever. You know what I mean?
Well, less than they used to, but it does still happen.
The most recent deaths we had was 0 fucking died, 5 got blown up, and 6 blew up into goop.
Also,
he did blow up into goop.
I don't know if this is permanent, but I was happy that as things were coming back, we didn't see Sieg reappear.
Oh, that is a good point.
Okay. So
that is an opinion of all time.
That is an opinion, and I'm dying on this hill. I love that.
I do not enjoy watching people die. It's just the sheer ridiculousness of the Final Destination universe and how the things that happen in it could basically never actually happen because of how, you know, physics works. Like, and people have bones and skeletons.
People have bones.
Yeah.
That's true.
And things like that.
So I don't know how many people caught it, but I love that at the top of episode 45, Phantom has taken over the narration because Baku is currently erased, quote unquote. But she starts off the episode going, I don't need to tell you my name. You've watched the fucking show. Just to absolutely shit on Baku, who tells us his name every episode like he's fucking Tenkuji Takaru.
I was just about to say, I was thinking about Tenkuji Takaru, not Baku, when he said that.
Tenkuji Bakaru?
Yeah.
And
he was killed on his 18th birthday.
That's true.
He became Kamen Rider Ghost.
And then I love that, just to be weird and artsy about it, as they're showing the lady in this opening establishing shot, she just has like an image of Nem in her wine for some reason. Like, what's the message here? I drink my daughter?
I drink her up.
I drink your Nem shake.
I think it's just because
exactly that was all I could think.
I think it's just because she's just like so obsessed with her. So
sure,
it's like, all around. So and you can see like she has a dresser or like a table with like a bunch of pictures of like her and like Nem when she was like a little girl. And then she has like fake like drawings of like Nem drawing them when she was probably a little girl. And I'm just like, wow, you're really going into this.
I don't think any of that really happened. That's all just part of this illusionary world that she's created.
No. That's what I'm saying. No, what I'm trying to say is like, it's just like the lady went so far to make this like, we've been doing this for years. Like, we've been living this life for years.
Now, what was interesting about just the nature of this world itself is at the end of the previous episode, the way I thought the cosmology of this was working was that she was like teleporting Nem into some sort of parallel reality and then filling that with her illusionary world. But apparently what was happening was the lady, Phantom, was applying her phantomery illusionary nonsense onto the existing dream world, which is interesting considering she was talking such a big game of we don't need the dream world anymore. And then she proceeds to use it as the foundation for her magical shoujo anime life series. Yeah, so we get this interesting little back and forth with Nem, like going through the course of the first of these 2 episodes seems like she's being some sort of dream incepted, where she's like in the illusionary dream, but then is in like a sub dream where she's walking around a world with no people in it. And it started to look really weird and confusing, but that is on the list of a very long list of things that get fully and immediately explained in the next episode. I'm kind of wondering if we should just talk about it with the context of everything or approach it bit by bit.
Sure, no, go for it.
So basically what we discover in the next episode is that when Nem is in the quote-unquote sub-dream level down, what seems like a dream level down from the illusionary reality, we come to discover in the next episode was apparently her waking up into actual reality, the waking world, and just wandering around an empty world because Oblivion has black-cased everyone into non-existence.
Dang.
That was fucking mind-blowing to discover in the next episode.
No, I know. I was like super confused. I'm like, where the fuck is she? Isn't she in this like illusion? But she's here. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
It made
then,
sense in retrospect because like there was evidence that there used to be people around. There was like a stroller in one shot, and there was a cup that fell over.
But no, they've all just been cased up.
It's really funny too, because like when she's like going around, you see like a door open, and then you see like a shadowy figure, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here just being like, she's like running away from it, and I'm just sitting there like, it's Zeztz. Like it's Zeztz.
Yeah, like they show the silhouette of the person chasing her in the dream, and from the brief silhouettes we see, we obviously guess that it's Baku. But as that chase continues, they kind of frame it so that when the person is revealed, that's when Oblivion shows up. So I feel like this was a purposeful mislead for them to go, oh, you thought that was Baku? No, it's Oblivion, come to finish the job. But then we discover in the next episode, it really was Baku, and the reason Nem was running away scared is because she didn't remember who he was. All she knows is Spider-Man's coming for her.
Baku was a paralysis demon.
Kind of. She's running around the waking world with no one else in it, wondering why Spider-Man is chasing her.
Yeah, and when you like freaking like the way he like talks to her, he's like, at last I found you. I'm like, Baku, man, like going a little too strong.
I don't know if Baku was like fully cognizant of the fact that Nem's memories had been erased. He must have, because he then proceeded to help her get her memories back. So the fact that he was saying shit like I found you and crap like that, I don't think he fully processed how nonsensical that would be for her to hear out of context. So they did that on purpose to make it seem like she was being chased by a scary monster, when in fact it was the man who was trying to save her.
Yeah.
That is some masterful shit. Okay, I'll just say it. Episode 46 is my favorite episode of Zeztz. There is so much good shit about this episode. So much good shit happens. It's all explained. It makes sense. Character arcs progress. Oh, it's so good.
So my favorite thing is like when one of my favorite like exchanges of dialogue. I don't know if everyone picked it up, but like, so there's like a whole thing where I think this was in episode 46. Was it when like they like think Baku kidnapped Nem?
Yeah, because because what happens is Phantom, who is controlling the nature of the dream world with her illusions, basically rewrites the world so that Baku is a criminal who's kidnapped Nem, thereby purporting all of the citizenry of the dream world to find Baku so that they can get Nem back for her.
Yeah, so like Odaka like teams up with Fujimi or whatever like that, and so like they go to Baku's house, and we'll get into that, Decker.
Yeah,
that was funny. So just they're
this is
climbing
kind of
up the
cutting head,
window.
but sure.
The Baku everywhere system.
They go up the window, and he's just and Odaka just makes him like a comment to Fujimi, just being like, oh, I'm impressed. You seem like you've done this before.
Yeah.
Just like that's so funny.
We'll get into Odaka in 46 because that's a whole other topic I want to talk about.
Yeah. But anyways, so she's apparently doing a show called
Supergirl Sheriff Galvan. She is the lead of In This Illusionary World. Ha ha ha, that's cute.
I'm like, nice little Gavan reference.
I'm pissed she didn't actually hench into a suit. But I guess we shouldn't expect that anyway.
No.
Oh, it would have been cool. I mean, she's got a little police stripper looking outfit.
I didn't read stripper from that, but everyone's welcome to their interpretations.
I don't know. I have to say, I've never seen a stripper ever. I think what I was going for was like a sexy policewoman Halloween outfit, or
like you're tired.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no.
But it's funny that like just as an excuse to shoehorn them into the scene and into making sure they're here while stuff happens, Fujimi and Nazca are there because apparently, because this is a quote-unquote police show that they're filming, they have to be there as consultants to the actual police. And I'm like, what the fuck purpose does that serve?
No. So, actually, when they film like cop shows and stuff like that, they do get real policemen to come in as like consultants to like show them like, hey, here's what being a police officer is like.
Really?
Thing.
I did not know that.
Have like police officers on set to like advise them and say like, you're acting not police officer enough.
Yeah. It's like when you're doing like a biopic about like a famous person, you probably, if that famous person's still alive,
they're probably there, yeah, or someone who knew them.
Consult them to be like, hey, how do I be you?
All right, and in that case, valid. I did not know that.
Yep. I just love when he wakes up in the real world. He's just.
I
know they have consultants on shows like CSI and stuff.
So
Baga Sisters, Nem's manager.
Yeah, Minami's the manager. They have Odaka show up as a police bodyguard after the first day of filming, where after she beats up all of the extras as mooks in the shot, they get actually deleted.
And they're like, oh my god, the CGI is so good. That wasn't CGI.
It's interesting because like she gets unsettled by all the people who are disappearing, and Phantom's like, that's not supposed to be happening.
With the concert. That was creepy because she turns around and then turns back around to like start singing the song, and bam.
Yeah, apparently Phantom's illusionary world glitched out, and no one and Nem doesn't have object permanence when it comes to people. She looks away and they just don't exist anymore.
Well, wasn't it also? It was because like this is the world that the lady made for her, so it was like glitching and like fucking up, and she's like, oh fuck, that's not supposed to do that.
And I like that. So clearly, this is the result of Oblivion trying to wrestle his way back in. But I like that they pair these weird happenings with the whole Baku chasing her in the quote unquote sub dream to make it seem like to kind of confuse the point a little bit. But it's clear that the only person who could possibly be fucking with Phantom's illusionary world is Oblivion. So I think that's part of how they mislead you into thinking the person chasing her is Oblivion, combined with the fact that you don't see them explicitly and Nem is screaming, running in terror. But yeah, so they have Odaka show up and they do the birthday show, and then Oblivion shows up, they fight a bit, he deletes the whole concert room, and then we're in the quarry now. So as I like that we remembered that the Nightmare's original modus operandi was to basically open themselves up and have their dreamer walk into them, sort of like Imagine style. That was always creepy, and I'm kind of sad that the show didn't actually do that more than they did, but I'm glad that they remembered it for this part. And then it's so funny that the four like gore nightmares were never really in harmony with each other, because Phantom and Oblivion are clearly at odds with each other at this late in the show.
Oh yeah.
No, there were like it's like there's a bunch of final villains instead of just one, but they're not all like working together exactly.
Yeah. It's like four monsters trying to fight for the position of final villain.
Yeah, exactly.
So Oblivion shows up, restrains everybody else, and is about after Phantom had faked her Oblivion out with a illusionary copy of Nem. I really wish we had seen more of Oblivion after consuming the fake Nem, because Phantom says that that she had done this in order to propel Oblivion into a fake illusionary version of reality. So that's why he was off screen for a while, because he thought he was free from the dream world and wandering around reality, but he was actually wandering around Phantom's illusion. So I think it would have been fun to at least get a little bit of a scene where we see Oblivion trying to destroy reality and then realizing, wait, this is not real.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he just breaks out of it and then shows up and is about to succeed in consuming the real Nem. And then Zeztz Nesty plunges out of the sky like he usually does and intervenes.
I love we call it the Nesty plunge.
That's what it is.
Oh my god, it is the Nesty plunge. I never even thought of that.
So then we get the scene that I like to refer to as the Kingdom Hearts 2 struggle battle, where apparently Oblivion did not quote-unquote delete Nem's memories so much as take them into himself. So Zeztz fights Oblivion and beats the memories out of him that fall out of him as if they are struggle orbs from Kingdom Hearts 2, and then slap them back into Nem so that she can regain her memories. Now, what I thought was happening was this was restoring all of her memories, but as we see in the next episode, apparently this is going to be a long process where during the end of 45, she was only getting her memories of Zeztz himself restored, and then we see in the next episode when they roll X-Dream Capsum off of Nem, or off of Nox, that restores her memories of Nox. So it feels like we're going to get the last few episodes are going to involve Nem getting her memories of each person back by scanning X-Dream off of that person.
God would have busted Capsum.
Yeah. So yeah, Zeztz shows back up out of nowhere. As of watching episode 45, we didn't have this explained, but he just shows up, beats the shit out of Oblivion, and then takes her through a mind door, and they all get away. And then we cut to the real waking world version of the Zeztz secret base as we discover that Baku has successfully found Nem's body and rescued her.
Hell yeah. I knew he'd find her.
Also, apparently, we bought a couch.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a couch.
It's just so funny that that couch wasn't there before, and then I guess Baku bought it just so Nem could sleep on it when he rescued her.
Yeah, no,
Listen, the man was prepared, okay?
Valid.
I love that he, like, when he was disappearing in the dream world, he, like, woke up from his dream, but he was also starting to disappear, and then he transformed into Zeztz to, like, stop it. And I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, we'll keep talking about that in a minute, but I want to touch on what Orb just mentioned. So he mentions, wouldn't that mean Sieg wouldn't be able to return since he has no physical form for Baku to use X-Dream on? I'm so glad you noticed that, because that makes me happy and hopeful that Sieg won't come back again!
He's gonna show up in the movie.
Except, he shows up in the movie! God damn it, I forgot!
He shows up in the movie. Yeah.
I will
He's
never
the
be
tertiary writer.
free!
You can't get rid of him. No, you love Sieg.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. We all
Yes,
love
you
him.
do.
We all love him.
He's an interesting guy.
I love him. I think Sieg's so fun.
So yes, that was episode 45.
Cool.
So that was episode 45, and it was really good. And now we get into episode 46, my favorite fucking episode. There is so much good shit here.
I think my favorite episode, honestly, is like 25, when like we find out that the premonition just didn't happen.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite too, because it completely threw me for a loop when Ichi and I first started watching it, and we got to that episode, and I distinctly remember saying, was all that shit just fake?
Yeah.
And I was like, bruh, really?
That's what made the show really good. I was just like, wait, that didn't happen? Oh my god.
Yeah, I have to say, out of like all the shows that I've watched so far, Garo and Zeztz have definitely like hooked me from the very beginning.
Don't be cooked.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you said hooked.
Yeah.
Hooked.
What did you think she said?
I thought you said they cooked me, and I was thinking like that's
they cooked me. Preferably not.
She was cooked in Mackay fire.
I've been cooked.
No. Does that make you even tastier? I probably shouldn't have said that on air.
Yeah, probably not the best idea you've ever had, but you know.
I didn't even hear what happened, so.
Anyway, so episode 46. There's so much good shit. Okay, so at the end of episode 45, obviously the immediate question is, how the fuck did Baku survive getting deleted by Oblivion? And they immediately explain it, and it makes so much sense.
Transformed to Zeztz.
So apparently, by way of using extremes so much, it has developed within him a natural resistance to being affected by, dream nonsense. I don't know if it's Oblivion specifically, or if it's just any sort of nightmare trying to fuck with his existence. But apparently, because of that, he was able to resist being deleted in the real world long enough for him to henshin into Zeztz and thus shield himself from the influence of the nightmares. That is fucking genius. That is such a satisfactory explanation. I'm so happy with the writers for this episode.
Yeah.
So he henshins an Impact first, because I guess it was just the closest capsum at hand, and he attempts to get back into the dream to help Nem, but it doesn't work at first. So instead, he decides, hey, remember that thing that I said I've been wanting to do and trying to do for fucking half the show? Maybe I should go do that. So he gets on his bike and proceeds to drive around the fully empty waking world with no one else in it. And the logic actually tracks, because his thought is, well, if no one else is here but Nem, if I drive around, eventually I will see or hear someone, and that will be Nem. And that's when we link back into the quote-unquote sub-dream that we see in episode 45. What we thought was Nem wandering around like 3 dream inception levels deep was actually her wandering around in reality. And thus, he eventually stumbles upon her, and that's when we do the flashback of him chasing her and her being scared of him because she doesn't remember who he is. Oh, the way that all connected was so perfect.
Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah, because apparently when Oblivion, quote unquote, woke up, I guess by way of Phantom's fake out with the illusion, that prompted Nem to actually wake up in the real world. I believe that was how that shook out.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
So he spins X Dream off of her in the dream in order to open a portal. Or no, it was when they were back in the real world. He spins the dream. I don't know. I'm losing track of it. Okay. But when they're talking in the real world, I love that at one point Baku says to her, get some rest. I'm like, dude, she's been getting rest the whole entire show up until now. She needs to spend some time awake.
Just been lying there, yeah.
Eitaro says it's amazing how her body hasn't atrophied from being asleep all these years. She's not human.
I think maybe she, not only is she not human, but being part nightmare means she's probably attuned to sleep. Okay, now that I don't know if that's a thing.
Maybe moving around in the dream keeps her body as if it was moving around in the real world. They could explain this any number of ways. It doesn't matter at this point. Not that it really ever mattered. But of course, Phantom Lady is obviously angry that Nem has been once again taken from her. So that's when she starts rewriting the illusionary dream world in order to portray Baku as a criminal. And I love that they framed it as if it was another retelling of episode 1 with the whole her being kidnapped. But instead of Baku being the secret agent there to save her, she portrays Baku as the criminal who kidnapped her. And that is when we launch into the subplot with the police officers, which is another very, very fun thing they did in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So the Odaka that we see for the first little bit of these two episodes is the one who is fully within the illusion. Now, presumably, like, at first I thought that this was like not at all actual Odaka, that it was like a copy of the illusion. But then once I fully understood that this was Phantom overriding the dream world with her illusionary magic and not a fully isolated, separate illusionary dream world, it made sense that these are just the dream avatars of these actual people, just with their memories overwritten and removed and whatever. So we get these scenes where Odaka gets to exist as a normal police officer alongside Fujimi and Nasuka, and we get to like see a little bit of a glimpse on what their life would have been like if they got to be buddy cops together. And it's so charming.
Yeah. It was nice.
And not only is it charming... Go ahead.
And like that one part where Nox was talking about like, all right, or the other guy, he was like, if you can convince the nightmares are real, then the drinks are on me, but like the opposite way. And I was like, oh,
that was so good. They did the whole...
My heart.
It was the same conversation, but in reverse. It was him. It was Odaka trying to convince Fujimi. That was so... I loved it.
No, it seems that they did a lot of this as we're getting to the end. We're seeing a lot of things be reversed, like what you said about how the dream was portraying Baku as the kidnapper, and then we have this conversation. So it's really playing off the whole, like, remember the early stuff?
Yeah.
But not in a bad way.
No,
it's a shit. It's not a shit character, Decker. He's just very misunderstood.
Before an hour ago, I might have agreed with you, but I do think this is the turning point, because Odaka got a sample of what a normal life as a police officer would have been like, and he immediately starts accepting it. We see him crack a smile. We start to see him actually give a shit. We start to see him want to help people. We start to see him want to do something that isn't destroying code, and this is the character development he needed.
I love, though, it kind of gave off this energy. So like he's with Baku, like when he gets his memories back, whatever, like that, and he's like, I'd love to help you fight the nightmares and stuff, but like, belt's broken, and like Baku's just like, oh, don't worry, I can fix that. Recovery.
And then the show remembers about the recovery capsule. Thank you.
A time they use that again.
Oh my god, this show is so vindicating in this whole episode. There's been so much. We finally did the thing we should have done forever ago.
He's not gone, Decker. He's gonna be in the movie.
and yeah, there's that one scene where Odaka finds his way into the Zeztz secret room, and then I just love that Baku like sneaks up on him, and he's like, I knew even an illusion of you would find this place. And then they have the fucking gun-fu fucking duel where they like disarm each other back and forth.
Yeah, because they both have like agent skills.
Yeah.
So.
And of course, I know people have already made GIFs of that scene where they steal the gun back and forth. Don't post it. Don't post it here, because you know our rule about GIFs, but it was such a fun bit.
Post in memes.
Yeah. Yeah, so they get him into the Zeztz pit, and then Nem spins the Extreme Capsum on Odaka, which then knocks the struggle orbs of memories of him out, and then restores her memories of Nox, which then proceeds to restore Nox's existence properly, rather than just being this puppeteered illusion. He wakes up as his dream avatar, and then we see him respawn in the real world. So yes, the show is doing it. Everything is being done correctly. Things are being explained. Events are being shown on screen. This is the kind of show I wanted.
I have always said from the beginning of the show of like, everything will be answered. Everything.
No, I think that everything in Zeztz is actually like well planned out. It doesn't feel like they're writing it by the seat of their pants at all.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like the twist where like the first like 24 episodes didn't actually happen. And I was like, wow.
And I love that Odaka proceeds to go into the, like, I know how to defeat Phantom because the power of darkness can overcome illusions. And I'm like, that's an interesting plan. Because, like, illusions could be said to be powered by light because, you know, the trick of the eye and such. So it would track.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's some Kingdom Hearts ass logic. I'll be fully honest about it, but that kind of works for this where we are with this show. For Nox to decide that the power of his darkness can strip away the illusions and reveal things as they truly are, which is hilarious because Deltarune's kind of doing the exact opposite of that. But yeah, so he goes and fights Phantom and has a very, very cool fight where he uses his abilities to make everything dark around him to flush Phantom out of her illusions. And I thought that was a very, very cool fight. And then Nox, being the edgy secondary character that he is, decides to pull a sacrifice play and drag Phantom down into the darkness, which is a thing that he could do, I guess.
I still don't. I've been watching this whole show, and I still don't entirely know what Nox's deal is.
His deal is hard to discern. I agree.
Oh, like he used to be a cop. He was like trying to find and then he got recruited into Code, and he was working for Code. He got betrayed and abandoned, and then he just took that very personally. And he's like, "Well, I don't want anyone else to suffer because of these fucking assholes, so I'm just gonna destroy everything."
We know he hates Code, but aside from that, his methods are strange.
That's his character.
That's why people haven't super jived with Nox's character for a good amount of the show, because his whole deal for most of the show has just been fuck Code, and that's the end of the sentence. But that's why I love this episode, because this is the first sign that he might want to live for something other than fighting Code.
Kamen Rider Nox Knight for Lane.
Because over the last couple episodes, he's been like, well, I've beaten Code, so I have no reason to live now. Just leave me alone to die. But then we get this bit where he gets to be a buddy cop with Fujimi, and we see him like, you know what? Maybe I could do this. And this is exactly the kind of character development he needed.
Yeah, but it only happened because he didn't remember who he was.
Hey, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. The only way to get him out of his fucking emo bullshit was to remove his memories from him. If that's what it takes, then I'm fully on board with it. Oh yeah, that shot of quote-unquote Kamen Rider Nox Knight, that was his first henshin when he switches the helmets mid-henshin. That's fun. Is that how you forget Dawn Brothers? Hey, as much as I would love to have the memories of Dawn Brothers removed from me, I'm in the middle of rewatching it with Allie, so
no, you don't.
Not an option right now.
No, you don't.
Dawn Brothers is you can say things about it, but it is interesting. You can't not say it's interesting.
I'm not going to go into specifics, but people who watched the show along with us and remember my discussion of the show as it went on, I won't go into specifics, but remember what my opinions on the last 5 episodes were.
It's your third favorite Sentai.
That was a thing I decided to say and didn't fully believe.
You love to hate it.
I said that mostly for entertainment value. If I sat down and thought about it, I don't know if I would agree with my own statement.
Well, you can't take it back.
Deletes the episode.
On the internet forever. No, yeah, right.
I could just edit that part out.
No, don't you fucking dare. So like, someone download the episode.
But
keep it.
It's so fucking funny that like after Nox gets woken back up and he like respawns into it, like he basically pulls a reboot and like reboots into his dream avatar. And then he just fucking walks back over to Fujimi in his dream avatar, and I love that scene basically amounts to, why the fuck are you cosplaying Death the Kid?
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so Nox proceeds to immediately clock Phantom trying to sneak by, and then we get the whole fight. Someone might have to remind me that black doorknob capsum that he had in his hand. I'm sure we've seen it before, but I don't think that was the normal shadow one because I remember that one being purple. Am I wrong? It was the chaos capsum. I'm just wondering what the purpose of that was because he puts it in the driver and then it just like transforms into the midnight one. I'm just wondering what the significance of that was.
Oh, it summons the nightmares. Apparently.
Summons the nightmares. So he just used that to like respawn the midnight shadow capsum. That feels like a step we didn't need to take. Like I feel like reactivating his driver could have just put the midnight shadow capsum back in his hand.
I don't know.
But you know what? It's such a minor, like, I tripped over a stick on my way to the golden... I don't know where the fuck this metaphor is going. Anyways, it's such a minor point that I'm willing to let it go because the rest of this episode is so masterful.
Right.
So, Nox fights Phantom in a scene that starts to look like a fucking Resident Evil game. Just trying to shoot something wandering around in the darkness.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he pulls the whole drag her into the darkness thing, which I don't know why that was a thing he can do and has never been mentioned or alluded to in any capacity, but sure, okay. So now this is Nox.
Why not?
Sure. So now this is Nox trying to do a sacrifice play in order to fully stop Phantom, so the next episode seems to be about Otaka quote-unquote not waking up, and Zeztz proceeding to continue his fight against Oblivion. He did when fighting 3. Did he? I don't remember that, but I don't remember a lot of things. You pulled him in the shadow? Pulling him in the shadow is one thing, but it's not like a I'm sacrificing myself to kill you thing. That was not what he was doing. I don't remember that being mentioned at all. Pulling him into the shadows is just a thing that he, as Kamen Rider Nox, can and has done. He didn't kill Phantom. We don't know that. The way they shot that and posited that, it made it seem like I'm dragging Phantom into the darkness to kill her, even if it kills me in the process. From the premonition, Nox was meant to die. Sure, but in the premonition, he was bashed into the ground by the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, he's killed by Catastrophe.
Very different. That would be an anticlimactic way for her to die. I don't know if I agree with that. Do we think it would be a fitting end for Phantom to be consumed by darkness through Nox's attempted sacrifice play? What do you guys think? I know I'm talking a lot, so I'm trying to give you guys some...
Yeah, I genuinely do not know.
I don't think it's the end of her.
We are in episode 46. We are near the end.
Yeah, but I feel like if it is the end of her, then like it's whatever. But like I feel like it's got to be like a Zox and or not Zox, Nox and Baku like teaming up.
Zox.
We need like a double henshin of them teaming up against and then
crossover episode. Nox and Zox.
And flopping since Nox practically was introduced.
I do think a more fitting end would involve Nem standing up to Phantom and going, I don't need you anymore, mother. Something like that.
Mom, if that is your real name.
Too bad you will die.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember that.
But yeah. So that was episode 46. Maybe my favorite episode of the show. So good.
Pretty well done.
So much good, so much cool shit happened. So much exposition and explanation. It all made perfect sense. It was all on theme. We got some very fun character development. Solid fucking episode.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was... The last two couple episodes were a little, like, mid, but this one definitely cleared up a lot of the questions that I feel most of us had.
A lot of the fans are ready to just start mice now.
Yeah, I'm seeing that the general mood in the Discord is we want mice now.
I mean, Jerry wants Zeztz to last forever because Jerry's favorite
moist.
I think Zeztz has been consistently great.
Yeah, no, I've been enjoying it. I mean, now that my favorite character's gone, I'm a little like...
There's been some bumps in the road, but I think we can call Zeztz mostly a success.
Yeah, no, I love the hell of it.
Yes,
Zeztz is worse than Gav. Well, Gav was great for a lot of different reasons.
Here's the thing. Gav, I think, was consistently good on a level that is like. Here's the thing. Gav is like a
character shit.
Gav's quality is a straight line. It is solid, consistent, and great the whole way through. Zeztz is a fucking bumpy mountain path where there are ups and downs. Some parts were better than Gav. Some parts were not as good as Gav.
you're going, oh.
Zeztz is a fucking roller coaster. In terms of like the graph of quality writing and characterization and lore and abstract bullshit, Zeztz is a fucking roller coaster ride, and maybe that's intentional because it's about dreams.
Yeah, and because people have different views on roller coasters, when you're done that roller coaster ride, you either had a really, really good time or you're kind of,
or it makes you queasy and confused.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been on a roller coaster since I was 8 years old because I fucking hate roller coasters. So
yeah, I'm not a roller coaster person either.
Fuck that shit.
But is it?
I was originally too scared of them, but now I freaking love them. So.
But, you're braver than me, Emily.
What do you guys think about my terribly drawn out comparison? Do you think I'm right about comparing Gav and Zeztz?
No, you know what? I think you're on point with that. That's a great way of describing it. It's a roller coaster.
Yeah. And you know what? That's probably intentional. Like I was saying a second ago.
And mice, when we talk about it, it's going to be like a zodiac.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's round. It's got animals on it. Everyone's represented by one.
Those are all facts and not at all related to our discussion of the level of quality of a show.
Anyways, we'll talk about mice tomorrow.
All right. Any other closing thoughts before we move on?
Yeah, really good shit. I'm again glad I was wrong about Nem.
Hey, to be honest, it was a valid theory to have.
Yeah,
which I also did share at some point.
Yeah,
so.
and I was happy to be proven wrong.
This is a show where we theory craft, so
exactly. So I'm glad Nem's real. Nem deserves to be real. She's a person too.
She does.
Nem deserves to be real. You know, I don't think she's earned that.
And Nem, I like Nem.
All right. Anyone else? Any other closing thoughts?
Damn.
Not really.
Damn, Tara, Zeztz is number 6? Shit.
All right. Let us move on to Kakuseihunter Omegahorn.
Yes.
Hang on, I gotta think of a thing to transition into it.
I have something.
Okay.
One moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Drum roll.
Here he is.
Hold on. Well, we can't transition the show with he do a set.
He was talking about a phrase to say to trigger the transition.
I guess Kakusei. Or no, Hunter Time.
There we go.
Hunter Time.
There you go.
Okay, so we have started Omegahorn, the first 2 episodes, and I gotta say, it's fun as shit. I'm in.
I'm still not entirely sure what the rules are in regards to the whole just fighting with the monsters versus letting the monsters possess you.
That is a confusing point, and we will get into that. But before we talk about Omegahorn, I just want to open one quick point that I forgot to mention when we were finishing up with Gavan Infinity. Mm-hmm. I'm sad that there wasn't actually a Love Imorgir, especially since the name of the show was Love is the Strongest. I thought we were ramping up to a big final Love Imorgir.
Love to be the final one, like the best one.
Right?
It could still happen.
It could still happen. We'll see.
Project Red is a vast, continuous, connected universe. We could still get it.
Yeah.
Still possible.
All right, here we are with Kakuseihunter Omegahorn, the second show in the Project Red media IP, and already I think we're off to a very solid start.
It's fun, man. I'm not into like monster shit, but like this is fun. Like it has.
What are you talking about, Lane? This is basically Monster Hunter shit. I'm not too big into Monster Hunter. I played.
It really is. It's basically if Pokemon had Monster Hunter monster designs.
Yeah, like I played Wilds because my friend Chuck really wanted me to play, so he paid for half of the game for me, and then I played all the entire story mode. I got a robot armor that made me look like a robot. It was fucking cool. I like the Kangalala. That's my favorite monster in Wilds.
You like the fart monkey?
Yeah, I love the fart monkey. And yeah, so that's my Monster Hunter experience. I liked it. It was cool. Anyways, regardless of like me not liking like the themes of this show, it's got personality. It feels like a very lived world, and like everyone has all this like this rich history and stuff, and it's just like it's fun. And my god, every time I look at this fucking suit, I love it more and more and more. Fuck me, is such a cool design, dude.
He starts off by doing the Ash hat turn. We were right.
Like I said, it's Ash Ketchum and Red Buster if they had a fucking baby. Like, my god.
We'll get into all that.
It's so cool. Oh.
So I'm coming into this from the Pokemon fan side of things because clearly they are compositing ideas from Pokemon and from Monster Hunter at the same time, and I think those are the perfect things to pair together. The extent of my experience with Monster Hunter is Final Fantasy Explorers on the 3DS.
Well, I've never even heard of that game. What the fuck?
It is Monster Hunter if it was Final Fantasy.
So and then, like you can hunt like Malboros and shit?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
They also actually had a crossover where they had this robot monster from Final Fantasy in Monster Hunter Wilds, and they had something from Wilds in Final Fantasy. I think it was Arkfeld.
Yes. So
yeah,
Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy have crossed over before. Back in Stormblood expansion of FF14, they added Rathalos as a fight and a mount that you can get, and then recently in Dawn Trail they added Arkveld as a fight in 14. They added a couple other mounts, including the I don't know the name, but the bird that looks like a chocobo, as well as the cart with the cat steering it. Those are mounts you can get, as well as a bunch of Arkveld themed weapons. And then in Monster Hunter, they took Omega from the Stormblood raids and made that a boss, which is hilarious because it's a giant fucking multi-legged nipple touting robot from the future.
Jesus.
I mean, they even had it so that it copied Nursilla, the spider monster, and made like an imperfect clone of it and attacked with it.
Whoa.
Oh, and back when
pretty cool.
Back during when they did the Stormblood collaboration, they also put Behemoth from Final Fantasy as a boss in the Monster Hunter game of that time.
Yeah, I know. I never played World, so I never got to see that. They also had the freaking Leshen from The Witcher in there.
Yeah. Okay.
They did some pretty crazy stuff.
So, yes, the whole battle thing. So apparently in this world, hunter battles are just the order of the day in the same way that Medabots row battle each other.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just everybody. We even have like encounters where like people will step up to you and just be like, "Hey, I want to fight you in a hunter battle." Yeah, and everybody has like a title.
Oh no!
Like their name is like name the something.
Blank the blank.
Every hunter we've seen. Oh, okay. Tara, I am in full agreement with you.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Okay, but yeah, no, I like that each of these hunters is like just has like their own like personality, their own distinct theme and stuff, like the twins and like the I forgot what her name. I don't know if you have her name. Like I forgot her name, but like the purple one.
Giriko.
Yeah, Giriko, which is literally cutting girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
just, like,
there's a lot
of personality.
There's a lot to get through, so we'll just kind of take this bit by bit. So the opening shot of episode 1 is giving us a little bit of lore about how in the time of the age of the ancients, or as Shout calls it, the age of Omega, which is funny because Omega crossed over with Monster Hunter. There was a war between two different factions of the Kakujus. So the overarching race of monsters are called Kakuju, which translates to Megahorn. So use whichever term you like. But apparently in the ancient times they existed as gods and there were two different factions, and for some fucking reason each of the factions one of them was consistent of shiny versions of the other.
Oh, that's a cool design.
Yeah, it's like you're just fighting like the Smash Brothers wireframes of yourself.
Oh, the Fighting Polygon team? I love those guys.
Yeah, it's the Fighting Polygon team.
Yeah, I love those guys.
So yeah, we have leading each of the two armies. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they asked for help from Heaven, and Heaven said, "Screw you guys, we're locking you in batteries."
Turning you in batteries.
That's so fucking funny. They prayed to the gods for favor, and God went, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. You are all now sealed in Pokeballs.
You know what? You
Basically.
guys have lived on this planet, like the universe, long enough. It's humanity.
Yeah, it's human time.
It's human time.
I feel like this was this world's version of the
end. It's gonna end with them like having like a big trouble, and humanity prays the gods for help, and then we get
they get sealed into Emorgears.
Humagears.
They're into the batteries.
Oh no! It's a crossover.
But
there's a Kakuju anime? Oh my god.
Oh, of course they did.
Look how cute they are. Look how cute they are.
But yeah, like I looked at all the monster designs as they were fighting.
Wait, there's a Kakuju anime? Where's that?
Probably like a little mini special.
Yeah.
Oh, look at how cute he is.
So yeah,
Show it to me.
We have Enkaku leading one faction and Zeztz Enkaku leading the other faction, and one of them is just shiny version of the other one, and then there was a monster on each side who was the alternate palette version of the other one. So what we're saying is the monsters were divided by color.
Yeah, no, the villain's monster is fucking just a color swap.
Yeah. And it was interesting it was interesting that in this ancient time, long before the dawn of humanity and technology, for some fucking reason, this ancient leader of humanity had a fucking tokusatsu toy looking megaphone.
It's so funny because when Sho finds it, he's like, wow, this looks ancient. And all I can think is, no, it doesn't.
It looks newer and more well painted than the quote unquote modern ones.
Fan Expo.
But it's so funny because that one looks like brighter and more well colored and more modern than
it looks less ancient
than the beige, boring looking ones everyone else uses.
Exactly. It looks more futuristic. It's
So yeah.
I loved it. I loved this opening shot of just Shout running in this like big area.
So we
he
segue.
like swings around like Spider-Man and does random parkour.
I mean, he's like an Indiana Jones type. He rappels down mountains. He digs through caves. He's a treasure hunter.
I like that. Like he like people. There's like hunters that like use the monsters, and he's like, no, I'm not that kind of hunter. I'm a treasure hunter.
It's so fucking funny that in a world where hunter battles with hunters is like the hotness that everyone does, and our main fucking character, our protagonist, goes, I don't give a fuck. I'm hunting treasure.
He is gone from Hunter x Hunter.
A little bit.
No, I honestly I thought this character was going to be like, oh, he like dreams of being a hunter, but he doesn't have his own monster to like battle with.
No, he's all like, he's a treasure hunter, doesn't care about the monsters at all.
I like how Lane just posited the opening plot of fucking Medabots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're right.
And Pokemon, let's be real.
Yeah.
Ash wants to be a Pokemon trainer, but he doesn't have a Pokemon yet.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Pokemon, yeah.
Okay, anyways, so we get introduced to his like henshin device, which is called the Omega Analyzer, but he decides to designate her as Anna. And this is my favorite character in the show right now.
It's so fucking funny.
She's outright like, please don't call me that.
I can't tell you that because I just watched the first two episodes like a couple hours ago, like I watched them before we like started recording because I just wanted to, but I saw the clip where he like henshins into Kakuseihunter Omegahorn for the first time, and when I just heard that he pushed that button and I heard that do 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 do. I can't tell you how fast I went to eBay and I fucking ordered one of these things. It's still on its way, but I heard that one little jingle and I was like, fuck, I gotta get this.
You know what would have been way cheaper? Just downloading that sound and making it a notification on your phone.
No, but now that I knew this is like, it has like, it's an artificial intelligence and it's got like all this like fucking shit. I mean, obviously the toy just has like 2 fucking buttons and it like analyzes the gore gears and that's it. But like I don't know, it's just it's cool, and like I like that you can like clip it. Like, does it have a clip, Decker? Can you like actually like clip it on your?
I think it's got a little holster that it sits in. I remember seeing him taking it out of the slot, and it's got like a little like bracket holster that it sits in.
Yeah, but maybe it'll come with a holster at some point. I don't know. But
it reminds me of something, but I don't know what.
It can scan in more gears. Maybe it'll all be the same sound, but
let's just say what it is. It's the fucking Pokedex.
It is.
Oh my god, that is what it is. It's a Pokedex.
Yeah.
But anyways, I love Anna.
It's so fucking funny that apparently he created this thing and developed and presumably programmed the AI. But then I guess he programmed it to be such a fucking sassy fucking sidekick to him.
His fucking backpack gets armor. His backpack henshins. It's the fucking coolest shit ever. Like, I love backpacks. I never go anywhere without a backpack.
We'll get to the surfboard later, Tara.
I saw his backpack fucking get armor, and I was just like, fucking cool.
It is such a cool design, and the suit is such a fucking Pokemon trainer, but a Toku hero design. My favorite thing about the suit is how it has a giant Kingdom Hearts zipper.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's got a jetpack. I hope.
Yeah, I was not expecting the jetpack. That just sort of happened.
I fucking loved every time he had to like break into something, and he would just do this like fucking punch the ground, and it would just like burst open the fucking whatever he's like trying to punch. I hope we don't get this. I hope we don't see the end of that. I love when he does that.
I also love that the suit has a fucking headlamp, like it's the fucking Power Scope from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's just like, I remember like the first time I saw it, like I wasn't too sure, and then just every time I kept seeing it everywhere, and especially when I watched the first episode and I got to see like the henshi and everything, I just was like, this is fucking such a sick suit. No, don't. I had to bring up Zonjus because that guy is Zonjus. I'm like, fun. Cool. Oh, this suit's so ugly.
But, so yeah, while we're talking about the suit, like we can't gush enough about the suit. It's such a good suit, which is so especially funny when we discover in this first episode that the suit is not designed for combat. Because he doesn't want to fight. He's just a treasure hunter. He uses it to break his fall as he drops through cavern holes.
Yeah, because even Anna is just straight up like, if you didn't have this on, you would have broken all of your bones.
Yeah, and she tells him when he's like fighting a monster, just being like, yeah, the suit's not meant for combat like that.
Yeah, and it's so, Anna being sassy is so funny.
I'm not gonna lie though, if they release an SH figure arts of Captain Omegahorn, which they probably will, I think I can pick it up.
And,
I just hope they make plushies of some of the actual creatures.
Probably.
Of course they will.
When Allie and I were watching the episode, we were talking about like, Allie was a little bit wondering about like pronunciation of the name. It's like, is it Anna or Anna? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Anna because it's short for analyzer. And that's the same reason why it's not Anna.
That made a lot more sense when you said it to me.
Thank God it's not Anna, because then it would be short for analyzer.
No.
Yes. Yeah. So as the subtitles I watched in my subs I watched, our main character's name is Shout of the Flame.
Yes, because his name is pronounced Hono no Shout, which does translate to Shout of Flame.
I think the one I had said Shout the Blazing.
I would say that's a less accurate translation. We can just call him Shout.
Yeah, the fact that it's no, I'm calling him Captain Omegahorn because that's his fucking name. That's his title.
That was so funny when he's just like, no, I'm not saying that.
It's because it's really interesting because now we have to wonder, because that's his name, and it's the same naming structure as all of the hunters who are blank the blank. That really what starts to put the question in my head of, was he a hunter at some point? Not that. I'm wondering if this naming convention is like something people are born with, or are these actually titles they're giving themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, is someone being born and named blank the blank upon birth?
Oh yeah.
Decker's saying you get a title.
So then why does Shout have a title, even considering that he's not in the Hunter battles?
Lane the plane.
It doesn't have to rhyme.
But like, do you see what I'm saying? Because like he has a name structure similar to the others who are hunters, but he doesn't participate in the Hunter battles until the end of the first episode. Yeah. So why is his name a similar structure if the names and titles are a given thing as an achievement rather than something they're born with?
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. the Flame. It's a boy.
Right?
We'll name him like he's just like crying really loudly. Oh, let's name him Shout.
Because that's the thing he did and no other babies did, I guess.
Why'd you name him Shout? It's like he's a very quiet boy.
So now what we need is a music video with
either
clips.
That or he literally came out and was screaming.
We need it. So we need someone.
The womb screaming.
we need someone needs to make a music video of clips of Shout to Shout the song.
Make you wanna shout.
Not that one. I was thinking of Shout, let it all out.
Yeah, that song too.
Yeah. But also that.
You know we should. Someone should get like a figure of Captain Omegahorn, and then if there's like a little like a figure of like Shoutmon, just like put them together.
Well, that was the thing that made me wonder if the word shout in Japan has something specifically to do with megaphones.
That would be an interesting thing because, you know, Shoutmon did have a megaphone, or he had a microphone technically,
like,
but
do they call them something about shouting? Because there are some things where they have words that are different but are still like English. Like, for instance, they call stickers seals in Japan, and they call earrings pierces. So I'm wondering if they call megaphones shouts or something.
No, I don't think it's
the word shout also relates to fire.
I think it's just a case of two separate shows for unrelated reasons happened to gravitate towards using shouting as a motif because, you know, having a boisterous main character is a thing many shows do. So this show was based around
with an ego, they say.
We'll get to the ego thing, but the idea here is like the characters here all shout into megaphones to summon their and control their monsters. So having a main character whose name is Shout feels very, you know, like it's like many of the other anime of the 2000s, like Medabots, where like the main character would have a name that has a meaning that relates to the gimmick being played with in the show. In the same way that Shoutmon was very loud and shouted into his microphone because he wanted to be king.
Yeah.
So I feel like these are just two isolated incidents of using the same theming and motif, which both work well in their own cases. All right, so we have Hono no Shouto. We can just call him Shout. So his deal is he's a treasure hunter. He's just trying to dig up ancient artifacts and get by, but also he has this little Omega fragment, I believe is what he referred to it as, which has this little image of what we come to understand as Enkaku.
Said like when he was a kid, he found it and he wanted to find all the pieces.
Yeah.
Learn about the Omega era.
So apparently, even though hunter battles are a thing, he just decides he's not interested, which is a very fun idea for a character to not just be fully checked out of whatever the fuck everyone else is doing.
Yeah, but then of course, as soon as he said that, I was just like, he's
gonna get wrapped up in it because otherwise we don't have a show.
Yep.
But it's interesting that I don't know. Someone will have to tell me how on brand this is, but it's so funny that in the Monster Hunter themed show, the like town that they are in is very like Old West and country style. Is that a thing that Monster Hunter does a lot?
We even had like what are they called? Tumbleweeds go by.
Oh yeah, there were tumbleweeds in one shot. That was fun. But it is.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if like the whole world was weird westerny like that, or if
I think it's just that planet.
Well, we do.
Like that universe is like that. Or?
I think it's just that area because we do cut to later the straight up city from Go Busters, but we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, true. Oh my god, yeah. So we have towns that are like in the west, and then we have like modern cities.
Before we get to the whole city thing, it is one thing that I noticed that was fun is even though this is a very old west like rural low tech kind of town, the store that Shout goes to sell his stuff has a straight up like neon lit sign in the window.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like the most like generic open sign like you see in like every show from like the 90s or 80s.
Yeah. And then like the store owner had like this wooden old timey calculator that was fun.
That was cute.
But he, in his excursion that we see, he digs up an Igor gear, which, as we come to understand, are this show's equivalent to the Imor gears, where they are basically Pokeballs.
Yes.
It's interesting though because it's heavily implied he finds some Gavan type artifacts.
Oh,
yeah,
we'll get to that.
That's in episode 2. We'll get to that. But so yeah, that's when they start introducing the concept of the hunter battle, because it's like, oh, you found an Igor gear. Why are you trying to sell it? Shouldn't you be participating in the hunter battles? And he goes, fuck that. I just want the money. And speaking of money, it's funny that apparently his Omega Analyzer is also his ATM card, because he scans the like payment thing on it with his Omega Analyzer.
It's like Apple.
It's got Apple Pay. Yeah, it's got Apple Pay.
Yeah.
No.
So then we cut to a scene elsewhere in town where we have a bully who I very, very strongly hope is a recurring character, because he was annoying in a hilarious way.
He reminded me of the Rhino from Spider-Man.
Kind of.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
So we have Koza the Chain Ball, who is just making a big show, trying to get hired. He posits it like, oh, you want to hire me? Because I'm a powerful hunter. But it was a fucking protection extortion racket. It's like, now that I work for the town, you better feed me for free. Ha ha.
Yeah.
So that's...
And then he gets taken by Cut Girl.
Yes, so we then meet Giriko the Wave Cutter, and we see our first hunter battle. Now, before the show started, we were under, or at least I was under the impression that 99% of the show was going to be the giant kaiju monsters battling each other. But
I can't do that all the time.
What was interesting to see as of this first battle is apparently that's not every battle. Apparently, all of these kakuju can also be channeled into weapons. So we see Koza, the chain ball, activate Sakaku, which channels into, surprise, surprise, a chain ball. And then something that confused me.
I still do not get why sometimes they battle with the weapons that like come from the monsters, and sometimes they use the monsters themselves. A guy in episode 2 that they fight even says like, oh, you seem more the type to use the actual monsters. But like, is there some kind of rule as to like when you do one or the other? I don't know.
I think it's, you know what I think? You know what I think it is? I feel like it's like a connection thing. Like if you're like super connected to your monster, then you can like summon it.
I think
but, like,
Decker in the chat is saying, well, the out of universe reason is the budget, but I believe people in the Discord are saying that only the like top classes of Kakuju have both abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So the A classes are weapons and abilities, and then the S class and Omega classes, aka the important ones, can actually be fully summoned. And if that's the case, that's interesting. I like that we have that distinction, if that is what's happening.
Neat.
But the part that confused me was, so when Giriko steps up to activate Zankaku, even though we see that the monster's fully realized form is a big purple swordfish, apparently she just also separately has a big purple sword on her back, and when she channels Zankaku, it becomes like a Melina-ass mouthpiece that I don't know what it does.
I thought too, it was Melina. Oh shit.
Maybe I missed something, but it wasn't clear to me what the purpose of summoning that face mask was. It would have made more sense if channeling Zankaku would have given her that sword, because it looked like the thing that was sticking out of the monster's face.
Yeah.
The face mask is so they can hide her switching with her stunt double.
Well,
no.
Yeah, that's the out of real world reason.
Yeah, It would be interesting if, so in the same way that Gavan Infinity had the explanation of the Jochok sequence, I feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity for them to have in probably Anna's voice, explain the mechanics of each individual monster's abilities, but maybe not. Maybe it doesn't look like we're doing that.
No.
So yes, we get our first battle between Giriko and Koza, and she obviously shit stomps him because he is basically this show's version of Bulk.
The shots and stuff they did for the fight were really cool. I like the angles and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, she absolutely stomps him, and Anna continues to be sassy. Anna. I'm gonna fuck that up so many times.
I don't care.
So we cut back to Shout rolling around ruins, aka the same setting we used for Helheim, Bugnarok, and that location in Ryu Soldier.
We know the one.
Yeah. And then they have this big altar set up, and that's clearly where the legendary Pokemon is hidden.
Yep. And
so technically this is where we see him henshin for the first time, but they don't do the stock henshin this time until later, but we'll talk about that afterwards. So he punches the ground and falls into the secret cavern where we discover the primary plot device.
The Omegahorn.
The awakening set, they call it.
Yeah, so as we discover, apparently the name of these megaphone devices on a general scale, they're called Kakuseihunter. But as we discover in episode 2, apparently this specific one, this ancient green one, is specifically referred to as the Omegahorn.
Yep.
So he activates it because why would you not? And then proceeds to be transported into some sort of burning hellscape realm where Enkaku is sealed. I'm gonna guess that was like the realm inside the Igor gear where Enkaku was sealed. And I feel like this would have been a really, really, really good time to flex the CG budget by having our first on-screen appearance of Enkaku, except for the flashback at the start of the episode. But for some reason, we decided to not do that and instead show his dumb puppet face.
The fact that he's a physical thing. Come on, guys.
It's
you never see
fine.
that anymore. I love him.
That's fine for the action shots where he's running around and blasting shit. But when he's standing perfectly still and we're looking at his face, it's kind of dumb looking.
No, it isn't. I love it.
It's fine that you love it. Both things can be true.
Okay, that's fair. It's dumb looking and I love it.
So, based on a single-digit amount of lines of dialogue between the two characters, Enkaku decides that Shout is a man possessing of a powerful ego and decides to name him his Pokemon trainer. I mean, Hunter.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you have like such determination, like you know what you want, and like I respect the hell out of that.
And I don't think we've seen anything from him that would illustrate such a personality, so that's going to be some revealed shit later, probably.
Probably just has a good read on people.
I guess. I want to say it's part insight, but part
instinct.
using his magical godly beast powers to just like see into his soul and maybe see something in Shout that Shout doesn't see in himself. Is it going to be that kind of thing?
Oh, definitely will be.
But I just love that they pronounce it ego in the Japanese words, because it's like, you possess a very strong and tasty stack of egos.
Ego waffle. But yeah, Enkaku, I love this guy. He's so fun.
Let's be so real. Enkaku is the best character in the show, and it's not close.
No, I love him.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Even when he's in human form for budget reasons, he's still great.
No, you know what? Honestly, I'm very happy he's got a human form.
He is the himboest motherfucker tokusatsu has had in so long.
He's a whole dinosaur goat dog boomer.
Yeah, he is a bit himbo-y.
So
yeah.
So Enkaku observes Shout and goes, "You have a powerful ego. I have chosen you. You are now Captain Omegahorn." And I'm just like, where the sweet motherfuck did you pull that name out of?
No, and we do find out that his previous...
He was not the first Captain Omegahorn.
Yes, that was my reaction watching the first episode, but then we see in the second episode, that was apparently what the ancient previous Pokemon trainer referred to himself as, so I'm glad they kind of immediately explained it, but watching that first episode by itself, I was like, where the sweet fuck did that name come from?
Because I figured
you
that
had
would have
that
been
in the chamber.
No, I figured that's something Shout would have called himself because he built like a suit and everything. He's like, I'm Captain Omegahorn.
No, apparently it's fully unrelated. Shout made that suit, but doesn't want to be called anything weird. Doesn't want to be in the hunter battle, and out of the gate rejects everything that is happening to him, including being given the name Captain Omegahorn.
Yeah, he's just like, nah,
I'm just here to loot things and sell them for money. And also investigate the ancient mysteries of a previous race.
Yep.
But my one problem with that scene is if one of his goals is discovering the mysteries of the ancient race, why are you not more excited that you just discovered the king of the Kakuju? Like he's not sufficiently excited about the biggest inarguably the biggest archaeological discovery of his career.
But that's because that's not what he's looking for. He's looking for this whole tablet that from the piece that he has. He wants that, and he wants to know that history from that time. That's what he's obsessed with.
I feel like we'll get more into that later on, but I just felt confused by why he was not more excited about an actual discovery of the century.
It's like he shows Enkaku the tablet, and he's just like, do you know anything? He's like, no.
He said no.
That scene amounted to someone being handed fan art of themselves and going, do you know who drew this?
Kind of, yeah. I didn't think of it that way, but...
And I love one of the first fucking instincts he has when he gets the Omegahorn is he tries to fucking sell it.
That's so funny. That's episode 2 though. But
fuck me, god damn it. Why is it always the second episode we talk about is the most shit I remember? It's so weird.
But the other thing that was so funny about the scene where they're meeting is all right, so you have powerful ego and I've decided to hang out with you now. In order to signify our new friendship, touch my horn and scream your name at me real loud.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking what?
You must touch my horn. Touch it.
Touch my awesome button.
The horn.
You must feel my horn.
What was it you said during the episode, Allie? The please respond joke?
The what?
While that scene was happening, I think it was yeah,
I said I showed you my horn, please respond.
Please respond.
Oh, no.
Great.
So after getting named Captain Omegahorn, we just cut back to the tomb where he was there and fully unceremoniously, not in a grand poof of CGI fire or smoke, we just cut to Shout standing there, and Enkaku, in human form, is just sitting there chilling, crouched down on the ground.
I feel like if Shout and Enkaku had a Facebook Messenger group, chat, you know how you can put nicknames and stuff like that. So he would change Shout's nickname in the chat to Captain Omegahorn, and then you just see it changed back to Shout, nickname Shout Captain Omegahorn.
The chat log would be constant back and forth, the nickname changing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he'd just be like, "Fine, whatever."
and then Shout would change Enkaku's name to Boomer Chew.
Oh, see, that's not the subs I got. In the subs I watched, he said nuke it in the microwave.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently this whole time when they're walking back to civilization, he's just Shout's explaining the modern world to Enkaku. It's great.
He gets him a beef bowl.
I love that.
Yeah, when he tries to eat them with chopsticks, and then he looks over and he sees someone else with a spoon. He's like, I'm gonna use a spoon.
I love that Shout's first instinct as they're trudging along is, get back in your fucking Pokeball. I don't want to talk to you.
I have to say, I know we're a little bit out here, But I think it's interesting that this series seems to have like a million different gimmicks. First of all, there's the Igor gears, which apparently are used for finishing moves.
Yeah.
Like they plug them in and they're for finishing moves. But then it seems like the people can combine with the monsters, and the monsters can combine with other monsters to make like almost Zord combinations.
That's a whole other thing we're gonna get into. Oh my god, I have things to say.
Like I'm guessing the toys can do that.
But what was interesting about this scene where they've left the tomb and they're talking about like what they're doing next is Enkaku seems to be confused by the concept of Igor gears, and I guess that makes sense because presumably they were all put into them at the same time. So Enkaku has no idea that Igor gears exist because he was put into his at the same time as everyone else's.
Look at the Enkaku toy. He's such a happy boy.
We'll get into
He's just
that.
happy to be there.
So then, I hope everyone's enjoyed operating under the assumption that this was like a low-tech world and we were just going to hang in this fun little western town. Because then we hard cut to the city from Go Busters. Complete
where
with
we have the Eval Zeztz organization.
Complete with the fucking Enatron Tower. Tell me that's not what that is.
No, it reminded me of it. Honestly, like their base reminded me of like the planet. What's it called from Man of Steel? But like the thing where they're trying to like convert Earth into Krypton. That's what it reminded me of.
Orb says it's the Yggdrasil Tower from Gaim.
No, there you go.
It's every evil tower.
We'll get to him.
So yes, we get introduced to presumably our villains of the show, according to my subs, the Eval Alliance Zeztz. What the fuck is that name?
Yeah, the big muscular guy's evil. I was like, aw.
And also Regi's there.
So we meet our evil council of bully hunters who are ruling the area. We have the leader, Eval the Devastation, and his partner Pokemon, Shiny Enkaku. Zeztz Enkaku.
Mm-hmm.
We have the big muscle man, Geno the Calamitous. We have
the racist one.
Yep. We have the hot woman, Bursar the wing leader, whose outfit is blue. Fuck all of y'all showing that image of her looking green.
Yeah.
Her outfit is black and blue, and it's awesome, and she's hot.
Decker's saying it's green.
I will not be taking questions.
All right, put a picture of her up.
She looked blue in the episode.
I'll be deciding the factor.
So we get a very quick little summary of how they're trying to conquer the region by basically either driving out all rival hunters or recruiting them into their faction. Some of them joined, some of them were basically eliminated.
And then also Regi's there.
Yeah, Regi's also there.
Yes, so this is where we start to see the connection between Gavan Infinity and Omegahorn.
Are we doing the same thing we did with Dawn Brothers and Dawn that came before Dawn Brothers?
I don't think so, because we do see his ship.
Yeah, so it's a pretty safe guess at this point that this is the same Reiji. If they pull some plot twisty bullshit and it turns out that's not, I don't know how I'm going to react.
I don't think so, because like I said, thank you, Decker. We saw his ship.
Yeah. But again, this is multiverse theory is fully in play here. They could come up with some twisty backstory bullshit.
I can't tell you, like, when he like unraveled that stuff, obviously I knew that there was a Gavon connection because like we already knew Rage was in this, but I saw that and I went like, and then they showed like this, then they went to the ship. He's like, yeah, I found this in the ship, and I'm like, I was like, oh my god.
So yeah, there was when the Eval Alliance was handing out orders about the hunters they had just recruited. There's one part where Eval was like, all right, these hunters you just recruited, show them the ropes. And my brain went, and by ropes, I mean noose.
Oh my god.
See, you say that, Ataro, like, it could be possible with the concept of space, because rewatched a lot of space movies like the past like few weeks. Like I rewatched Interstellar, I watched The Martian, I watched Project Hail Mary, which I highly recommend. It's a really fucking good space movie. And just like the concept of like space and time, like yeah, he could have honestly be in this world for like years.
But then the question becomes, why hasn't he aged?
It's because Japan.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, maybe Gavon doesn't age you as much. I don't know.
Maybe the Yami Makuru stops him from aging. Who the fuck knows?
Oh, yeah, that's blue. What are you fucking guys on about? It's blue. That's blue. It's just the lighting, guys. It's the fucking lighting. It's blue.
Stop trying to take the blue woman from me.
But yeah, I would explain because like you think like Reishi maybe is like undercover or something, but like no, like obviously like the crash did something to him, and like
I actually don't know. I think it might be an undercover scenario.
Because like, what reason would he have to be?
We don't know. That's something we're gonna find out.
I honestly think that he has amnesia, but the only thing he remembers is his name.
Or he's faking it. He could be faking it. What I think is, I think Eval is going to connect to Azazolth somehow, and he's infiltrating the Alliance in order to find a way to get at Azazolth.
Oh boy.
Or
it's possible.
Maybe Mikage is here somewhere, and he came here looking for him.
Oh, that's possible.
We don't know for sure that Mikage's dead. He just fucking disappeared. So maybe he just got poofed into this universe and he came here looking for him.
Oh, yeah, the V Cinema will probably connect it. That's probably what we're waiting.
True.
Because wait, what does it say? December? It's coming out in December?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be really neck deep into the show by then, so this is going to explain shit.
They did say there would be side things like this that would connect the two shows.
Okay, so it takes place after Gavon and before Omegahorn. Yeah, so we're gonna like see Reggie throughout the show, and this will explain exactly it, and we'll be like, oh, of course, blah.
Yeah. So, and I know we're gonna save talking about news till tomorrow, but I was very happy to see Gavon Eternity.
Oh yeah. Mwah.
Okay, so we cut back to the frontier. I think it was literally called Frontier Village. I think I saw a sign that said that. And we get introduced to the twins, Eri the Undaunted and Al the Unwavering.
They're nice.
I really like them, and their monster is my favorite one.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, they're really cool. I love how like I love their enthusiasm and like determination, and they're like, because they're twins, they just have that like cool badass like twin synergy and stuff. So I love that. I love when twin characters do that.
The twinergy?
Yes, twinergy. Yeah.
And they really do like just walk up to people and challenge them.
Well, yeah, that's what you do.
I immediately clocked them as this show's equivalent of the player character in Pokemon, because you can, in most Pokemon games, you can choose male or female character, and they're the ones that are trying to battle everybody all the time, and they start out as rookies, so they are the Pokemon trainer main character.
It looks like he's wearing headphones. It's so cute.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
It's just like, I have a problem with this one.
So yeah, they basically they show up looking for the outlaw hunter who was Koza, the dude who was stomped the other day. They happen to run into Shout and Enkaku and go, "Hey, are you the bad one? No. Did you beat him? No. Battle us anyways. We need EXP." and all right, you know what? Yes, I know people are asking me about it. They are like the quote-unquote blue characters of the show, but like they're wearing almost no blue, so I don't know how much I can count them as that.
I mean, and also, even if they're like have blue and stuff like that, like just because you love blue doesn't mean you have to like the character automatically.
It's an advantage on the roll, but it doesn't immediately mean they're my favorite.
Exactly.
Not every time.
My favorite's the fucking the Henshin device right now. So.
Yeah, so they show up and they want to battle, and normally I assume Shout would tell them to go fuck off, but because he is also embroiled in the process of teaching Enkaku how modern society works, and by modern society I mean Medabot battles, where the loser surrenders. Yeah, the thing we didn't mention is when Koza and Giriko fought, apparently, as part of the rules of hunter battles, the loser surrenders their monster to the winner, which is a Medabots thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so the twins...
It was making me think of Medabots as well, for sure.
Right? This is a submission hunter battle! I, Mr. Omegahorn, will act as Omegahorn so that everyone gets hurt!
What?
So we cut to just like a big empty wasteland, which this frontier village seems to have in fucking spades. More on that later. And then the one thing that I love about this show is how much they seem to be leaning into the roll call aspect of tokusatsu, because they make a point of saying, here's who we are, Eri and El, and blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, aren't you going to do yours? What? It's a hunter battle. You have to announce yourself.
It's probably like
I fucking guess.
Too, right?
And then fucking Enkaku takes over. Behold and genuflect! You now stand in the presence of the great and legendary Captain
Oh my
Omegahorn!
god. Okay, someone's got to edit like the Waz theme when he's doing that.
Oh my god, yes!
Captain Omegahorn!
Sononavo, Captain Omegahorn!
But yeah, so Shout decides he's just gonna fight the monster himself.
Oh my god! It's so fucking funny. And yes, this plays back into the whole disparity about whether monsters fight or the weapon or the hunters fight with the weapons.
No, but this is like Aaron from Game Grumps, like check this shit out.
And then Enkaku did his unblockable chin move.
But yeah, so then we get
chin move.
That's it.
We see Shout. He turns his hat backwards, and then you see him press a button on his analyzer, and we get that do. And again, that's what baby by the mega analyzer in a fucking heartbeat. And as Ichi, I'm assuming, was very happy about, we get a full stock henshin sequence of this suit.
Let's go! Stock henshin, and it's awesome!
It's great. It's so well detailed. It's awesome. Again, his backpack fucking henshins. Like, my god.
It's so
cool.
fucking funny that part of his henshin is to turn his hat back, like Ash from Pokemon, if that wasn't obvious. And then the first part of the henshin actually happening is the fucking faceplate spawning out of the hat and then clamping onto his face.
Yeah. And then like the backpack gets armor, and just it's just such a cool henshin. It's so like,
and the front of his jacket zips up like it actually spawns the zipper, and then
it's like, oh dude, yeah, and he's just got this giant like Kingdom Hearts like fucking zipper on, and it's great.
And even though
the zipper too,
even though it isn't actually functional, I love that his jacket has like a battery meter on it.
Yeah. And then what's great is like when the suit's in like not fighting, it's like hat material, but then when it's like a the stunt suit, the hat's plastic. So
fun.
like that.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't notice it either.
Yeah.
But like there's no two ways about it. The Omegahorn suit is rad as fuck.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Which is
like I will say this right now, out of all the like the two shows we've gotten so far, this is the best suit right now. So in Project Red,
I would entreat the gods to give me a blue version. That would be awesome. But even without it, this one is very cool.
Great. Or like a dark version, like there's like a dark Captain Omegahorn or something. That'd be cool. Be like a Death Omegahorn.
Well, wouldn't that just be what Evol is?
Lieutenant Alpha Horn.
Yeah, Death Horn. Yeah.
No, because if the good one is Omegahorn, then the opposite of Omega would be Alpha, so it should be Alpha Horn.
Oh yeah, Alpha Horn.
Ichi don't steal you any burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he tries to fight this thing himself, like their monster, but then like he does this like little like super punch, and he just like splits into two, and then like that's when Anna just goes like, yeah, the suit's not designed for combat.
Okay. It is so funny that he actually he straight up tried to Carter Grayson, the giant fucking dog kaiju.
Like points for trying. Like literally points for trying.
Absolutely points for trying, because he has no interest in the hunter battles, so to even have the courage to try that is huge. B, to use a suit that was, as we are told, not designed for combat, to attempt to fight a fucking giant kaiju dog, +2 aura points there. And then 3, on top of all that, for some reason, he knew what Gokaku's gimmick was. He knew to get right on top of his back and punch the exact spot that would prompt them to separate.
That made him break up. Yeah.
Why did you know to do that?
Maybe he just knew where the weak point was.
Yeah,
and
I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew it could split. I think he was just trying to like he could just like sense where like the weakest point on him was, and then he punched it. But that's where he separated.
But regardless of what actual knowledge he was employing, my question is, how did he know that? Considering he gives no shits about the Kakujus or the battles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Is it literally just, I'm going to punch this dog's spine and hope it yields results?
Yeah,
Maybe.
because when he's treasure hunting, he's probably looking for like when he's looking for like a temple or something like that. He's like trying to find like the weakest part in like the wall that he needs to get to, and then he just hits it.
Yeah, that's what I was legitimately thinking.
He's in a suit, so his suit probably has like scanning shit. And
I understand what the Discord's saying, that it is a callback to when he punched the floor and got into the chamber where Enkaku was sealed. But I don't understand how I punched this floor. That means I should punch this dog in this specific spine spot. There's a disconnect there.
Well, no, it's just that's how he punches when he's treasure hunting, because he's finding like a weakness in the structure, so he can like. Anyways, it was cool.
Is it literally just I get on top of it and I happened to punch the correct spot?
Well, you saw he was like scanning over like when he was on top, and he's like, okay, I found the weak point.
What would have been pursuant to that idea is if he uses the analyzer, like, all right, scan this monster and figure out where the weakness is, and then Anna goes, you hit him in this exact spot, and then he'll separate.
Well, I feel like when he puts the suit on, it's like an extension of the analyzer. So
sure, but they could have given us like a quick like shot from his perspective where the like UI was like target this spot.
Well, anyways, we've seen him do it 2 times beforehand, so
sure. I'm just saying we could have made it a little bit clearer on why and how he knew to do that.
Yeah, so then Enkaku comes up to him, and he's like, Castranger Omegahorn, summon me.
It's funny how quickly Enkaku acclimatizes to the concept of hunter battles, considering he had no idea what they were 5 minutes ago, but he basically goes, that's a giant monster. I'm a giant monster. Summon me in attack mode.
Well, okay, think of it more kind of like an animal instinct, because like sometimes like animals just have the instinct to fight each other. So that's why he saw the thing.
Yeah, like, maybe that's the deal with them.
Yeah, it's just they can't help it. They need to fight because it's in their instincts too, in their nature. It's
also a thing that they didn't dwell on at all, but I think could have been an interesting point where the second Enkaku sees Gokaku, it's like, oh, my comrade from the war! I didn't expect to see you back here. How are you doing? Or something like that. Like there was no familiarity, even though they clearly did fight in the war together. And yeah, he was the king of all of them.
Long time. It's been a long time though.
But have they not been like sealed up and like?
Exactly. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Does it feel like a long time to them, or does it feel like 2 seconds?
Yeah, like while they're in their Igor gears, are their consciousness? I'm gonna say no. Their consciousness were not suspended because of the scene where Shout gets sucked into it. What I will presume is the space within the Igor gear, where, as we see, Enkaku is very much conscious. So
I still have no freaking clue what's going on there. Like he became part of the Igor gear and then part of the final attack guy.
But yeah, so the Igor gear has a sealed and awake mode. That's a very good point. So what could be happening is when the Igor gear is like in the standby mode, their consciousness is like sleeping or suspended or something like that. And then when the Igor gear switches into the eyes open mode, they're conscious and alive inside of it while it's in that mode. See, now we're getting into the belt mechanics of it all. This is my shit.
That would make sense. That checks out.
Yeah. Eitaro's saying, I wonder if Kakuju other than the Enkakus can talk. So far, the only ones we know that can are Enkaku and Zeztz Enkaku, and I think they're the 2, like, Omega class or whatever's. So far
Are
there
they
is
also
not.
the only ones who can turn into humans?
So far, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were the Omega class ones. So Gokaku didn't demonstrate anything that I would call like human level intelligence. So I guess even though he is one of the S class ones, he's not as, sentient, sapient, whatever you want to call it, as the Enkakus are. So I guess we can say that would explain why Gokaku didn't oh, my king, good to see you again, because he just doesn't have that level of intelligence. They are monsters after all. The Enkakus are the only one with human level intelligence. That's fine. I'm not saying that's a problem. I'm working through processing these observations as we go.
I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah.
So
and also just for Emily's sake. Wow, he do a set.
He did in fact do a sit, and then when they finally showed the opening, do you know how it ended?
He did a sit.
They're doing a sit.
He did a sit.
Maybe because I was so tired, I just sort of was like, yeah.
It is so funny that Enkaku, with such a boisterous personality that he has, also is fully like, yes, me lord, sit, boy, good.
He did a sit.
Eitaro's asking, is he potty trained? I don't know if I want to know.
My question, do they even go to the bathroom?
That's a question I don't want to discuss. They are animals, that's all we'll say.
Listen, I get enough poop talk in Ultraman Teo. I can't have any more.
Pardon, what?
I'm confused, but I don't want an explanation.
Why are the Ultramen pooping?
No.
Is it the kaiju pooping?
Yeah.
Why do I
mean, okay, I'm gonna bring up in Heartcatch Precure, the gimmick items were literally the fairies' excretions.
Oh god. Why do I envision while Shout is teaching Enkaku about the modern world, he teaches him about human bathrooms, and then we just cut to Shout standing outside the bathroom while Enkaku is using the toilet, and then we just hear coming from the bathroom, Captain, behold what I have created!
No, he's gonna go in the bathroom and he's gonna see that he's shit in the urinal.
No, that's terrible.
Captain, behold.
I can see them doing that.
Yeah, shit in the urinal.
Behold the Omega shit.
The water was very it was very comfortable on my butt when I flushed.
Oh my god. Okay, so
I can't find a gif of it, but this is the moment of the gimmick emerging.
Oh no. Oh no.
So after attempting to fight the gigantic dog and managing to separate it, Enkaku goes, so this is a kaiju battle, please summon me. And Omegahorn goes, alright, fuck it. He gives in pretty easily. So that's when we see him actually use the Omegahorn, where he attaches the Igor gear, and I guess they all have their own signature catchphrases where it's like, the king of the Megahorns, Enkak! And
he's like, Enkak!
And then we get what is technically also a stock henshin, if you think about it, where Enkaku reveals his beast form. It is stock because he does it in episode 2, and it's almost the exact same sequence.
And then it summons a green spaceship that turns into a giant cannon and then goes on his back, and I'm like, okay.
Here's where we start to lose me a little. So clearly that is the Omegahorn, but like a separate giant copy of it that transforms into a spaceship, comes out of nowhere, then transforms around, attaches to Enkaku, and becomes a back-mounted laser cannon. And I just... What?
Okay.
All I can say is I am surprised at myself because I just accepted it. Like, I didn't even think for a second, that's weird. I was just like, okay, that happened.
It came out of...
I feel like all will be forgiven is if we, see Shout, operate the ship. If we see him, in the ship and he's flying in it and stuff, then I'll be like, cool. All right.
I understand that this show's analog to the Gavarian trigger because it is the ship, it is the weapon, it is the primary tool, and also the giant fucking spaceship that becomes a gun. Why did it like it? But in Gavan, it's an understood and accepted part of the police arsenal. Here in Omegahorn, sure, he has the one that's, human sized that he uses to summon the monster. But then the giant one just fucking comes out of nowhere and no one says anything about it.
Now, we're not saying it's not cool. It's cool. We just want to know why it's there, where it came from. Is it going to be used?
I know that Ibaru has his own, and that's a whole other thing. But, like, a quick little, like, this is the thing that he has and can summon. Like, even just that much would have been nice. Again, we're not carrying over all of the concepts.
Yeah.
So, Enkaku transforms into his giant monster form. The Omegahorn transforms into a back laser cannon for him. And it's so funny considering, like, the earlier shot where they were just standing, like, a few yards apart. And then after Enkaku transforms and he's just like running at Gokaku, and I'm just like, wow, you were farther away than I thought.
I do love that, like, after the fight he just has like his face shown on his suit and he's like I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be kind of sick.
And like as Enkaku is running, shouts up to him, run! I'm just like, I'm already doing that.
Right.
And then we get the Pokemon battle. Enkaku uses Dig. It's super effective, I guess. And then Omegahorn pushes the Hisatsu button and proceeds to prompt the giant cannon to launch a Hyper Beam. It's cool, but it's just like, all right, I guess that's what we're doing. And yeah, that's when Enkaku him do a heckin' sit.
Yep, he did a heckin' sit.
You do a sit.
So they win the battle because of course they do. And then like they do the thing where it's like, oh, the loser surrenders their Igor gear to the winner. But of course, because we have to have the twins continue to exist as characters, he returns it to them. And then the closing bit of episode 1 is, so the battle was cool. That's not really what I'm here for. I'm here to investigate this. And then we cut to the crashed Gavarian.
It's like, literally, I was like,
oh, cool. Why is that here?
Why is it here? Why does it look like it's been like abandoned for years, like decades?
Because let's remember, when Reiji left the Earth at the end of the last Gavan episode, he was not in a Gavarian, he was in a shuttle. So why is there a crashed Gavarian here?
Well, I mean, every universe needs a Gavan, right? So
that's what I'm hoping we ramp up to. I hope that we eventually do get to meet what probably exists as the Gavan of this universe.
No, but that's what sucks is that, like, we're gonna get this V cinema, we're not gonna like know till like fucking like January, February. Like the show's gonna be almost over, and we won't know why the fuck Reggie's here.
Decker's asking where did Gekido go? For all we know, the Emor gear that he tries to sell in episode 2 is Gekido.
Oh yeah, true. Because he finds one.
It's blank. I like that's the closed standby face, and the ink on it is just dry and erased because presumably it's been like 100 fucking years or something. Because like I'm looking at my Hiso that I have, and that's clearly the like closed standby face. Just like decayed and faded away. So that could be Gekido.
But yeah, because he tried to sell an Amora gear, a badge, and a pair of handcuffs.
It's also funny that in that scene that Decker posted the screenshot of, the shopkeep is like trying to twist it as if it's one of the Emor gears that twist instead of have the button push, but it's not working, which supports my theory that it is Gekido because that one you have to push the button, not twist it. So I'm pretty confident in that.
Anyways, I am very, very interested to find out like where that goes. So I hope we find out more.
So yes, episode 2 starts with Shout trying to sell the Omegahorn, and I'm surprised it took as long as it did for Enkaku to burst in the door screaming.
And then Kaku's just like, "Can you not do that, please?" And he's like, "Okay, I won't sell it." He's like, "It's literally voice coded to you."
Yeah, I love that we did the thing that Gaim did, where it's like, once you've used it, it's yours. Your voice is imprinted on it, so it belongs to you now, and no one else can use it. Unless you get murdered? Question mark?
Why would you ask that?
That's usually how those things go, where once something's DNA locked to you, the only way to unlock it is for you to die.
I don't know. I feel like if like Koda died and someone still couldn't use the Sengoku driver.
That depends on how much of a dickbag Ryoma is, which is a lot.
Yeah, a lot. It's definitely Ryoma's character.
I like how Allie's hearing us talk about Gaiman having not full context on what we're talking about because she's only like 10 episodes in.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it.
Not even close.
So they, as Decker posted, apparently having a strong and powerful ego is actually a requirement to you. Yeah, the ego. Having a sauced and tasty ego is a requirement to use the Omegahorn. So I guess that Shout has some like deep, powerful passion that we haven't.
Don't say sauced ego, because the only thing you should have on an ego is maple syrup.
All I can think when I hear sauced ego is syrup.
That's what I meant to say, but I also don't eat egos.
Oh, they're so good though. They're easy to eat and so good.
So apparently, the Omegahorn was created by Enkaku and his previous Pokemon trainer. They were the bridge between monsters and humans. We don't get this character's name, but they mention that he was the previous Captain Omegahorn, which then explains why Enkaku had it in the chamber to go, "You are Captain Omegahorn now!"
So these gods from the heavens are fucking assholes, because literally the previous Captain Omegahorn and Enkaku were obviously the bridge between humans and monsters, and they were going to develop that relationship and that peace. And then the gods fucked up. And then
the gods went, "No! Humans rule the earth now. Monsters get sealed in Pokeballs."
You get sealed in batteries.
Yeah.
I wonder if these are the same gods that like are like part of like the whole Gavon shit.
The same. We're wondering if the same god who lightning bolted Pokemon into Pokeballs is the same god who went, "You cheated the Gavon system. Fuck you."
It's very possible.
That would be hilarious.
Right?
Watch it be like the same actor, but in like that robe that the previous Captain Omegahorn was wearing instead of the police uniform.
Oh yeah, he's got like miniature versions of his horns like on the side of his head in human form, and they vibrate.
He's got horn sense.
So he Shout gets him to like, "Oh, can you like maybe if you smell like the piece of the tablet, you can find the other pieces." And he's like, "Okay," so then he does. He just leads him to another Igor gear.
Sniff out the scent, boy. Find the rocks.
And,
find the rocks, boy.
I love Enkaku's like logic, like response to is like, "Well, maybe they just all smell the same."
It's so funny that he just goes from this regal, powerful, boisterous personality to just a fucking dog on the floor sniffing the ground.
Can I call you Latin or Laddie?
Shouty. Can I call you Hono or just Shouter? How about Shouty?
Did you summon my Omegahorn? Did you wake me up?
10,000 years will give you such a twinge of the horns.
Whoa! It's good to be back.
You ain't never had a mon like me. All right, so we get another scene of the Evol Alliance, where apparently Reiji has been hanging out here for a while, but he quote-unquote won't play with Evol, so now we get this weird homosexual tension between them.
No, so he's like, yeah, Evol's like, I'm gonna take care of the ship myself, and like the woman one's like, no, let me do it. He's like, nah, I gotta get out and do some devastation every once in a while.
Daddy's
and then he's like
up.
walking, he's like, and he like, I swear to God, he's just like, he's like, Reggie, you're coming with me.
You're
like,
coming too.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, you're my dad. Come on, it's like, come on, Reggie. Fine. We get ice cream after this. Yeah, we'll get ice cream. All right, cool.
No, the ice cream's later.
Oh, can we go to Dairy Queen? No, we're going to Baskin Robbins.
I thought you were about to say, can we go to Hot Topic?
It's like, can we go to Dairy Queen? No, we're going to Baskin Robbins. They only have 23 flavors, though.
Oh, by the way, the whole blank the blank thing, I like that Reiji has adopted the title of Reiji the Ironclad, which is a fun nod to him being Gavan.
Also, he just decided to like make his hair so emo that like covers his eyes. That like it's a cool look.
He looks
really
like an anonymous, anonymous isekai character or something.
Yeah,
he looks like Jax.
He does look a bit like Jax, or I guess technically, he looks like Leroy.
Isn't he lovely?
he's got the hentai protagonist hair.
He does have the hentai protagonist.
I have to say, I think that's what I was thinking of, but I haven't actually seen any hentai, so I only know it as a meme.
Oh man,
I haven't explicitly researched this, but the assumption that I made seeing that is that hentai protagonists have hair over their eyes to disguise what they look like so they can better serve as a
Yeah, so you
self-insert.
can project yourself on it, yeah.
so we don't see the horniness in their eyes.
So Enkaku finds it. So while attempting to sniff out pieces of the Omega fragments, they instead find another Igor gear because all y'all artifacts smell alike, I guess.
Yeah,
and the one he
I
picks.
said it before, and I was just like, that's not how that works.
So the one they find is Tenkaku, which looks like a ladybug, I guess. It's got it's got the spots on it. Oh yeah, Ten from Tento, Tentomushi. So yes, they found Tentomon.
Yep.
And then so Eval deploys along with Zeztz and Enkaku, and it was cool to see that he has his own stock transformation into his beast form.
It's pretty evil looking too. Like, goddamn.
And then they're just fighting a bunch of like rando nameless hunters, and it's so funny that it's like, I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't get to do your roll call. I'm doing mine now.
Your name is not important.
So the rando summons Heki Kaku, which is this big orange crab. So this is giant enemy crab.
No, it's a bear. Come on now, Ichi.
Please don't.
No, that joke is still relevant.
But I do think this Heki Kaku design is pretty fucking awesome, and then it also starts flying around shooting lasers.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe my favorite Kakuju so far.
I can't remember the one that, like, I can't remember the name of it, but, like, I remember the one I really, really like. Just trying to remember the name of it. Fuck. Anyways. But yeah. And then, like, he defeats him, and then he gets his Igor gear, and then he just, like, throws it to Reggie.
And the way he defeats him is by literally using the Pokemon move Fisher.
Yeah.
He splits the earth and drops it in, and it one-shots it.
Fisher, instantly dead.
And then, yeah, he hands the Igor gear to Reggie, and he's like, here, you keep this. And he's like, oh.
So what we're saying is the characters who have this slight homosexual tension, we have one of them handing the other crabs.
Oh.
We're not beating the allegations.
Someone left, Ichi. Good job.
Yeah, this is my boyfriend, everyone. I'm so sorry.
It doesn't help that the crab is horny. Well, all the monsters are horny.
It's my best friend of 20 years, everyone.
Listen.
You got a great guy.
Listen, I am in a loving relationship now. The inhibitions are dropping. I can be dirty-minded if I want now because I have someone who accepts me for it.
Have you farted, though?
I mean, I don't think so.
My relationship with my girlfriend has been so long that every time she lets out a loud burp, I go, nice one.
10.
Literally, Ichi and I do the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, I love burps.
We've burped
awesome.
around each other. I don't think we've farted around each other, but we'll see how the next visit goes.
Oh.
No, bro.
No, don't have a fart off.
That's my limit. Okay.
Obviously, I'm not going to do it on purpose.
I want to see Reggie get his own horn. And
I want to see Reggie fart.
No.
I thought you were gonna say that too.
That's what his Amorgear does. His Amorgear farts.
First.
Just the fucking Ovirapu fucking Jidenchi.
Tara's like, where the fuck is this going?
I don't know. Anyway.
Anyways, I want to see Reggie summon the crab monster, and it'd be fucking cool. So I hope we get to see him use it.
Yeah.
Because I imagine they go to like another fight, and then just like Evil's just like, he's like, Reggie, you got this. He's like, what? It's like, I want to see you do something.
So then we cut to the second plot arc of this episode, where we get introduced to, I guess, like an appraiser who has been scamming people out of their valuables. Kuhion the Lupe, I believe was the name.
Right, Enkaku. That's my favorite one. That's the one I want to see the most. Yeah, no, Enkaku.
Was that Duran's actor? I knew he looked familiar.
Yeah, it's Human Duran.
That guy's a great actor.
Wasn't that the guy from Amazons too? The one who lost an arm?
He looks like him.
Yeah.
It was him?
Yeah, that's
right.
Because we named it like Kentucky Fried.
Yeah, I was
character's name.
Yeah. So yes, he's this appraiser who has been scamming people out of their valuables, and for some reason the twins show up to put a stop to his hijinks.
Oh, he was Hundred's version of Dark Kiva. That's right.
Right.
This guy's getting around. Good for him.
So they get into a hunter battle, because I guess that we're just gonna get like a random hunter battle victim of the week every episode. Again, a thing that Medabots did, where there was just like a random Medabot opponent of the week. So we get introduced to his creature, his partner Kakuju, Junkaku, the big shield lizard.
It's like a shield lizard, yeah.
I don't know the name of the animal this thing is based on, but I can envision it.
Lizard.
That's it. Thank you. Which there is also a Pokemon of course. Helioptile, I think is the name.
Yep. Heliotile and Heliolisk are both based on it.
Yes. And you know what? This is a pretty cool Kakuju too. The abilities are pretty interesting.
Cool. Oh, the when you're just like throwing the shields and stuff. Yeah, that thing that caused me not to watch fucking Jurassic Park for like almost 20 years.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, that thing terrified me.
Do you know how inaccurate it is to an actual Dilophosaurus?
Oh, Cells told me, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Cells told you.
It's so funny. They basically invented a completely new thing just to put it there.
Well, I mean, it traumatized me as a child, so.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So even though it looks like they're in like a densely populated area of the city that they're in, the twins proceed to summon Gokaku, giant kaiju dog that he is, and he appears in another of their like endlessly stretching out big wasteland areas. And it's so, if you're really paying attention, having them cut back and forth between this area and the giant monster wasteland that the giant monsters fight in
watch Ultraman
is so funny. Oh, do they do that a lot in Ultraman, where there's a noticeable disparity between?
Of course they do.
Of course. I will say there was exactly one in brackets one shot where you could see the human characters in the location they were standing in, and then far in the background in like a parallax shot you could see Gokaku. So I won't say there was zero of like proper scaling of such, but most of the time there was a clear disparity in the two locations. Or this city that they're in just has an abundance of big empty wastelands between all of their buildings.
Tara, don't remind me, please.
Yeah, so the Kuhion and the twins get into a battle, and I guess we really don't care about the whole... I don't know how, like, formal or structured the rules of hunter battles are, but it's clear that they are largely informal if everyone is okay with two twins, like a pair of twins, fighting in a quote-unquote 1v1 against someone else. It is still one monster, so I'm guessing that's a technicality that they've chosen to operate upon. But then it becomes even more questionable if there's any sort of structure to hunter battles when Omegahorn just like bursts onto the scene and goes, "I don't like you, so I'm going to intervene in this duel." There are Pokemon trainers that are two people that don't do double battles. That is true. I forgot about that, so that is true. I believe that is the reference being made. Did you just summon a bunch of Kakuju in one turn? You didn't sacrifice anything. Tate and Liza don't apply to this because that was straight up a double battle. They were using two separate Pokemon at once. Yeah, so Omegahorn just stumbles into the scene for no reason other than he is the protagonist. Sorry, were you saying something?
I didn't.
Sorry, I thought I heard Alice say something.
No. Oh no, honey. I'm good.
So even though he is not acclimatized or not used to combat, apparently Omegahorn is a sick ass breakdancer.
Oh yeah, I thought that was cute. Yeah. Okay. Also, he can surf on his fucking backpack. My God, so cool.
Yeah, the fucking backpack becoming a hoverboard was sick as fuck.
It's sick as shit, dude. Captain Omegahorn's so cool. He's so goddamn cool.
And here's where we start to see some of the like weird variants in terms of what these Omegahorn, like the Kakuseikis, can do, because we saw in the first episode that he summons Enkaku normally, but then in this episode, he like, instead of summoning Enkaku, he has Enkaku possess him, which then gives him other abilities, and he does it again with Gokaku later, but like...
He like puts it on, they like go on his hands.
My default reaction to that would have been, again, how did you know how to do that? But there have been countless fucking instances throughout tokusatsu where someone gets a power set and immediately instinctually knows how it works and how to do its abilities. So I don't feel like that's not a question worth dwelling on too long.
No.
So yeah, he like channels Enkaku into him, which like gives him fire energy powers. And then it like comes out of him. So like he fights normally for a while just as Omegahorn, but then eventually he does summon Enkaku. And then like, so Kuhion channels Junkaku's powers into like not only the giant like holographic shield that he has defending himself, but then actual giant shields the size of Enkaku, which he starts like pincer attacking him with, which is an interesting thing to do with a creature whose design is based on the frilled lizard, because you'd think doing a pincer attack like that would be more of a Kuwagata style thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the stag beetle with the double horns. I feel like that's something that kind of creature would do more.
Yeah, he made him a fucking doghouse. I'm like, you asshole.
He made a fucking doghouse and put Enkaku in it and went, ha ha, I have stopped you. What?
That was pretty amazing.
You dickbag.
And the worst part about it is, if you look at it, I feel like Enkaku could have gotten out of it without help. Look at how wide that opening is. Not even
but it's
smashed
like made but it's made of like the shield, so it's almost impenetrable.
His head is already sticking out of it. He just has to shove one leg out at a time, and he could have gotten out of it.
No, it's not that easy. So yeah, so then they summon Dokaku to like
Gokaku.
Yeah, Dokaku.
Go with a G.
Yes, sorry. Dokaku.
You keep saying Dokaku with a D.
No, Gaku, whatever. Fuck. Anyways, and then they make like fists. Fists for him. Okay, what's wrong with the fists?
It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
I didn't mind it. It makes little like cute little knuckles for him, and he punches his way out, and I'm like, no, it's cute.
His fucking actual feet snap around backwards for some reason, and then he shoves it into the asses of the two fucking dogs to turn them into bigger fists. And then apparently he can stand up on his hind legs in order to punch with them.
I will admit the toy doesn't look good. The toy version doesn't look good, but it's not bad on the show. He's like, roar, got fists now.
It's so dumb.
I think it's fun.
This is a creature that we just saw shooting fucking hyper beams out of the cannon on his back. Why does he need fists? I know that Toku's fun and dumb, and there is a good way to hit that balance of fun and dumb, but this leans way too much into the dumb. Why does a creature that walks on 4 fucking legs need punching power?
I don't know.
Am I going fucking crazy? Am I the only one who cares about this?
Yes.
Because it's fun.
Yeah, you don't like fun, Ichi.
I like fun. This is not fun.
It was pretty fun seeing him punch his way out of a doghouse made of shields with 2 dog monsters as fists. I think that's pretty cool. You know we're gonna get more
fucking sentence to hear out of context.
You know
That's what Toku is for.
Yeah, and you know what, Ichi?
That's what Toku is
and
for.
you know what, Ichi?
You're right.
No, and you know what, Ichi? We're gonna get dumber shit than this.
And Tara's
Just
asking,
wait.
would it help if Enkaku stood up? He did! He stood up on his hind legs and started ing the fucking shields!
Yep.
Oh! This is where we start to lose me!
No, dude, I'm so fucking in for the show. And I knew going into it, it was gonna be like fun, but I didn't think it was gonna be this fun. Like I'm having a blast. It's only been 2 episodes.
And then, okay, in the first episode, we saw that fully independent of Omegahorn, that Enkaku with his fucking back-mounted shield cannon, which again has not been explained why he can do that, is capable of shooting his fucking hyper beam Hisatsus. So in this episode, we decide, let's make that more complicated. So Omegahorn activates the Igor gear again and then proceeds to turn himself into the giant Igor gear, attach it to the Omegahorn, the giant separate Omegahorn on top of Enkaku, which then prompts him to fire the hyper beam again, but also pull a straight up fire the ninjas moment where he launches Omegahorn out at rocket speed, so that he, while channeling the power of Gokaku, can use the knuckles to punch the doors down.
Correct.
Oh my god.
And you thought the dog fists were dumb.
It looks fine on him. Weirdly enough, I hate that less. If it was just him using the Gokaku fists on Omegahorn, the suit, to punch down the shields, I would have been so okay with that. But the fact that we have to complicate it this much by railgunning him out of the hyper beam cannon?
Sure, because they're a team. Because he's doing something that no other hunter has done before. The hunter and monster are one, and they fight together.
I will say I'm not immediately envisioning a better way for this to work, but I'm sure a solution exists.
I feel like with every Project Reg series, we're just gonna have something that's just gonna make Ichi go, "Oh my god!"
I get 1 crash out per project show.
You get 1 crash out per show. So you already used it.
We're on episode 2 of 20 something.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're gonna get dumber fucking shit. We're gonna get more unexplained shenanigans, but I'm fucking here for it. Show's a blast.
So anyway, he wins the hunter battle and gets the Junkaku Igor gear, and then the twins decide, no, you should keep Gokaku because of that sick-ass combo shit you did.
We're gonna keep working on becoming stronger hunters, and I'm just sitting there like, how are you gonna do that without a baby monster?
We're gonna work on becoming stronger hunters by surrendering our ace monster.
Well, of course they're gonna be back. I haven't seen the last one.
I think they're just. I don't think
you can just go to the Core Gear store and just buy one.
The E-Store Gear.
Yeah, the store gear. That's the name of the episode.
No, I've already named the episode. The episode is named Enkaku, I Don't Choose You.
There is not a well, yeah, I guess because he tried to like sell Igor gears earlier. Yeah, you could go to a store and technically buy some.
If Shout sold Igor gears there, then presumably there are some to be bought.
Fuck me. They can go to an actual store and get them. Fuck me. God damn it.
And you know what that's an analogy to? The game corner. You can buy Pokemon there.
Oh yeah, you can.
So is there
Lane gets fucked again? Listen, I am willing to accept if people fucking counteract my arguments. That's fine. I'm okay with being wrong about shit. I was wrong about Nev. I was wrong about there being a Gorgier story.
I feel like we are ramping up to the twins just becoming like a bunch of sidekicks that hang around the main protagonist as he goes around and does shit. Very similar to, again, these 2000s gimmicky anime.
Well, yeah, in the opening we see like the opening, ending, whatever the fuck it is.
Let's just call it the title. Let's just call it the title sequence.
The theme song. We see like the twins and then the purple one. So
yeah, it seems like Shout, Enkaku, the twins, and Giriko are just gonna like form their own clan maybe and be like the young roguish upstart clan to take down the Eval Alliance.
So now we knew that this was connected to Gavon, and we just only thought that Reiji was going to just be like the connection that we have. Like, oh yeah, it's connected to Gavon. No, we actually cut back to Kiki's universe.
We cut back to Bushido and Luminous arresting a random criminal instead of looking for Reiji.
It's only been, hear me out. It's only been 2 weeks, but when I saw Kiki and Setsuna, it felt like years.
It felt like coming home again.
I was like, oh my god, it's them! Holy shit! It's like I was so happy to see them. But it's only been like 2 weeks. It's like whatever. We just saw them like 2 weeks ago, but like I was like, oh my god!
My immediate reaction was, why are you fighting random criminals and not looking for Reiji? What happened?
Because they're still cops. They have a job to do. It's okay. Reiji's universe is fucking trying to find them. They have to. They're Gavons. They still have a duty. They still have to.
Decker, are you saying they can't dimension hop while Bushido and Luminous are standing in the same room?
I don't know how it works.
Well, yeah, Raya has to teleport them.
Also, Raya.
Fucking kunai, wall ass loving bitch. Anyway, so yeah, they're like, oh, cool. Okay, how do we celebrate? Well, let's have a nice cold drink, or we can get ice cream because that's what we always do. And then like it's like, Setsa, what do you think? Reggie, what would you do in this situation? Cream soda. That's it. It's like, what?
Exactly. It's both.
All right, sure, that checks out.
Cream soda is good.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of how the Gavon stuff connects to the Omegahorn stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And then we get the title sequence, which is very cool and fun, and the song is good.
Oh, it's great.
And it ends with him having a sit.
Having a sit. That's right.
Sit Kaku.
And that is the first 2 episodes of Omegahorn, and like I said, I'm in. This is a blast. I'm having so much fun.
While I am not a monster,
I'm going to pass out.
I'm
going to completely pass out.
Okay, Ellie, what do you think of Omegahorn?
I really freaking love it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens next. I still don't entirely understand the rules of the monster battles, but we'll figure them out as we go along.
What are the rules? What are the rules? It's probably always Sony fans.
Oh my god.
Yes. I mean, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Emily, go ahead.
Sorry, Emily. Go
no,
ahead.
I said that's all I. That's all I have.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that I'm really a big fan of this show, mainly because, for one, I'm a Monster Hunter nerd. So I really like overall designs that we've seen so far, and I'm hoping and praying to God that there's gonna be some more like dragon-esque monsters, which I'm pretty sure there will be. But one of my major gripes that I would have to say with Omegahorn so far is I don't really like shows that just kind of start off just not having a set story. It didn't hook me at first, but now that they're trying to get into the fact that the ancients have come back and now we have to use them to like fight evil, and then we also have the Evol team, which, you know, what the frick is gonna happen to Reiji first of all. So overall, it was a bit of a rocky start, but I think once we start getting more into the story, it's probably gonna be a huge hit for me.
What you're saying makes perfect sense, and on any other show, I probably would be joining you on the notion of why isn't there a story yet, because there isn't. It's just like, hey, there are monsters and we battle them, and that's the fun thing that we do here in this world. But I think it works for this show because it is clearly trying to invoke feelings of not only Pokemon and Monster Hunter as its primary inspirations, but also, again, 2000s battle animes like Medabots, where most of those shows did not have a plot at the beginning. The point of the show at the outset was, this is what we do, and enjoy some battles for the first few episodes.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it kind of a little bit of a leeway, because it's really just the third episode, quote unquote, and also second. So that's why I'm giving a benefit of the doubt, because sometimes when you start a show like this, it has to build up before things start getting good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It had to spend some time establishing its concepts and its world before getting into its narrative, which
Exactly. and its story, which definitely makes sense.
Especially for a show that we know is going to be half the length of a normal toku show, is bold. To be pacing this, to have a story slow paced, or to have a story that will presumably come out at a slower pace than other shows about this length, and arguably most anime that are like 12 episodes, they get their plot going pretty out the gate. So for a show like this to be taking its time with its narrative is a bold choice that I really hope pays off.
Yeah, me too.
But no, I just going into the show, I knew it was going to be fun, but I didn't expect to have as much fun as I'm having right now. I put on these episodes, and once I was in episode 2, I was like, oh my fucking god, this is like cool. Like I love the Captain Omegahorn suit like so goddamn much, and I can't wait to get my analyzer. Like I don't care how like cheap and simple it is with its like playability, but like it's so fucking cool, and I'm excited to see more like these characters. Like Shout's really fun protagonist. Like
I might be tempted to actually buy toys from this one.
Yeah, I'd get the Omegahorn, but just because it's so dinky, I'm just like, So that's why I got the analyzer, because it's like it's an easier thing to have. But yeah, I'm in. Like I'm in. I can't wait to have more of a blast with this show as it goes on. So. You're
sold.
I'm sold. Yeah, I'm not even into big monster stuff.
If they actually sell merch of like the actual monsters and the ones that I like, I would definitely probably get one.
I feel like they will.
It's safe to say they will, because the monsters are the main selling point.
Decker is fucking fixated on this shit. He's bought like everything.
So I already got my money.
Yeah.
So I'm coming into this from the Pokemon side of things, which I feel like is going to be my inroad to enjoying the show. I'm going to be picking apart all the Pokemon analogies as I have been doing this whole episode. So I feel like that's going to be my avenue to enjoy it, even though I'm not a Monster Hunter player. So while this show is not even anywhere near my like preferred aesthetic, as many of the recent shows have been, I feel like my enjoyment from a Pokemon fan perspective is what's going to keep me invested in the show going forward.
Oh, that sounds really good, Decker.
I'm not super interested in any of the monster designs that I've seen per se, but I haven't looked at them all closely, so maybe one will come out of nowhere and surprise me. I will.
Second episode.
I will. Well, I mean, we are only on the second episode, and I will say the Kaku, the crab one, I thought that design was pretty cool. So yeah, maybe we'll see.
That one was pretty cool. And I also like the swordfish one that one lady had.
Oh yes, Sankaku. I'm surprised how well I'm remembering these names so far. I expected to have much more trouble.
Because all of them end with Gaku. So.
No, that for me, that would be a reason to confuse them because they're all so similar. But I guess you can just think of it as Kaku is the equivalent to Mon that Digimon would have. So it's like
exactly
Zanmon, Enmon.
I honestly, in my opinion, I think it would be harder if they all did have like different individual names that didn't have Kaku at the end.
I mean, I can remember most Pokemon, but I definitely don't remember all 1,025 of them.
They've confirmed that there's a space in our brain literally for remembering Pokemon.
Yeah.
So. If I heard their cries, or if they just showed me the pictures, I'm pretty sure I can name all of them.
Wow.
I could probably name them all from pictures too.
Oh, from pictures, yeah. Sure. But like, if you
just not like if they just said name every Pokemon.
Yeah, if it was just remembering the names without anything to base them off of, I wouldn't remember everyone for sure.
I think I could get quite a bit done, but I'm not sure about all of them, especially the newer gens too.
I forget the name of it, but there is a website I've seen people make videos of where it's like, here's an empty list of 1,025 names. Type in every Pokemon name.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah. I'd probably get it eventually, but it would take me a very long time. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. So, I will say, aside from the weird bullshit with the dog fist at the end, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far, and hopefully it is only going to go up from here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one thing we didn't talk about, speaking of, like, stock sequences, the, like, Kakuju summoning sequences that they do are very cool. And I assume this is a Monster Hunter thing, but like them having these flag designs behind them when they show up
that is
very, very cool.
Literally like they wholesale ripped off from Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I love that aesthetic of it. There are some games I've played that have monsters have that kind of similar aesthetic. I'm blanking on what game it is that I've played that has that aesthetic. Oh, and thank you, Tara, for sharing that thing that we were just talking about. It's pkmnquiz.com. That's where you can go if you want to try and remember all 1,025 Pokemon.
Oh, God.
Heck yeah.
That feels like a video people would make. It is, because I've seen it. I don't know why I'm
probably
saying.
do up to like Gen 6.
So, overall impressions, yeah. I would say 8 out of 10 so far.
Well, it's got a 9 for me so far.
I'd give it a solid 8 and 9.
Yeah.
You can't rate it. It's only been 2 episodes.
Well, just based on our impressions from these so far. Obviously, it's not an overall rating, and it's nowhere near final.
8 or 9. Like, it's pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Any other closing thoughts before we wrap up?
No,
I'm just gonna pass out. But
okay,
thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me on the show.
Of course. You have a good night.
You guys too. Thanks for everything. Omegahorn, do a sit.
Do a sit. All right. Well, that is gonna be Castranger for the week. Jikai, Sentai Castranger. All right, now that we're caught up, our topic for next week will be the Zeztz Hyper Battle video.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Multi's posted a meme about Flowery's Girona from Deltarune. A newsletter went out this week. Apparently, Girona was just a stupid thing his brother said when he was making fun of anime attacks.
Oh my gosh.
All right, that is going to be the show for the week. I'm pulling up our list of patrons to thank. All right, thank you to Blaze, Minus the Fool, Vegas Bear, Lock, whatever, and Vegas Bear second time. Thank you very much for supporting what we do. I'm glad to be back. I missed doing the show while I was away last week, but we're back, and we are in full gear with Omegahorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all very much. We are nearing 3,000 subs on the YouTube channel. We have passed the 2,900 mark. So thank you very much to to anyone who's recently subscribed, and also, of course, thank you to anyone who has been subscribed up till now. Because we did not do news in this episode, tomorrow night, we are at usual start time. We are going to be doing a special extra episode where we are going to be talking about the Kamen Rider My-th news and all of the other news stories that happened in the last 2 weeks because I was away.
Yep.
Yes. So, thank you all, everyone, for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, merch store, Discord, all of our cool shit. Let us know what you thought about these episodes in the comments. Let us know what theories you have for this show going forward. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future. Thank you all once again, and we will see you next week.
Stay Ego.